There's something powerful about the way certain individuals move through life. While others get overwhelmed by everyday stresses, these individuals remain calm and collected. Where most people crumble under pressure, they stay focused, centered, and unshaken. It almost feels like they possess a hidden strength, a steady, unbreakable core that guides them no matter what challenges arise. This strength isn't luck or chance. It's cultivated through a specific mindset. It's a way of thinking that shapes how they approach life, work, relationships, and most importantly, their inner world. The truth is, life will always be unpredictable. You might wake up to good news today, but tomorrow could bring unexpected setbacks. Maybe you've experienced moments when everything seemed out of control, a missed opportunity, a failed project, a heated argument, or even personal loss. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, discouraged, and lost when life throws curveballs. But what if there was a way to face every obstacle with confidence? A way to stay grounded, no matter how chaotic the world around you becomes? The answer lies not in the external world, but within your own mind. The key to enduring life's highs and lows without being shaken lies in mastering how you respond to them. That's where the power of a particular mindset comes in, a philosophy that has been practiced by some of the greatest thinkers and leaders throughout history. It teaches that while we may not have control over the events that happen around us, we have absolute control over how we respond to them. And that response can either make or break our journey towards success, happiness, and inner peace. Imagine the relief of knowing that even in the most challenging situations, you have the tools to stay calm, focused, and in control. No matter what happens, you have the ability to choose your thoughts and actions. It's not about pushing your emotions away or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about learning to harness your emotions, to face them with clarity, and not let them control you. Throughout life, there will always be external forces trying to knock you off balance. Difficult people, unexpected circumstances, or even your own fears and doubts. Without the right mindset, these forces can drag you down, cloud your judgment, and cause unnecessary suffering. But when you have a resilient mindset, built on the principles of an ancient philosophy, you learn to rise above the noise. You learn to remain steady, to stay connected to your purpose, and to make decisions that are rooted in wisdom rather than fear or impulse. It's easy to get caught up in the race for success, chasing wealth, status, and recognition. But true success is not measured by material achievements alone. It's about how you handle yourself in the face of adversity. It's about maintaining your integrity, staying true to your values, and continuing to grow, even when things don't go as planned. A successful life is one where you remain centered, no matter what happens outside of you. You may have faced criticism, setbacks, or even failure at some point in your life. And while it's natural to feel disheartened in those moments, it's important to understand that every challenge presents an opportunity. There is always a lesson to be learned, always a chance to strengthen your resolve. A successful person isn't someone who has never experienced failure. It's someone who uses failure as a stepping stone for growth. So how do you build this mindset? How do you develop the mental strength to navigate life's storms with grace? It starts with understanding what you can and cannot control. So much of life is beyond our grasp: other people's actions, random events, the passage of time. But there's one thing that's always within our control: ourselves. Your thoughts, your reactions, your decisions, these are within your power, and they determine the quality of your life. When you begin to focus on what you can control, you free yourself from the anxiety and frustration that comes with trying to control the uncontrollable. You become more resilient, more adaptable, and more at peace. You learn to let go of the need for everything to go your way, and instead find strength in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Self-discipline is a critical part of this process. The ability to say no to distractions, to stay focused on your goals, and to keep going even when things get tough is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Discipline doesn't mean living a rigid, joyless life. It means having the courage to prioritize what truly matters, to stay committed to your vision, and to take consistent steps toward it, no matter how small they may seem. As you cultivate discipline, you also develop a sense of resilience. Challenges no longer seem like roadblocks, but opportunities to test and strengthen your resolve. Instead of feeling defeated when things don't go as planned, you become more determined, more creative, and more capable of overcoming any obstacle. This resilience builds over time, shaping you into a person who thrives in the face of adversity. Life will always have its ups and downs, but when you develop a strong Stoic mindset, you learn to navigate these waves with confidence. You're not thrown off course by every challenge. Instead, you see each one as a chance to grow. You understand that success isn't just about reaching a destination, it's about the journey, about who you become along the way. Inner peace comes not from avoiding challenges, but from knowing you can handle them. It comes from a deep sense of trust in yourself and in your ability to respond to life's unpredictability. When you let go of the need to control every outcome, you open yourself up to a new kind of freedom, the freedom to live fully in the present moment, to appreciate what you have, and to continue striving toward your goals without being weighed down by fear or doubt. And as you grow in this mindset, you'll notice that your relationships improve as well. You'll no longer be as easily rattled by criticism or negativity. Instead of reacting defensively, you'll be able to stay calm and respond from a place of strength and clarity. This not only helps you maintain your peace of mind, but also allows you to connect more deeply with others, to listen, understand, and communicate more effectively. Building this mindset is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about taking small, consistent steps toward becoming the best version of yourself. It's about understanding that life is not a straight path and that there will be setbacks along the way. But with the right mindset, you can turn every setback into a setup for success. In the end, this journey is about creating a life of meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. It's about cultivating the strength to face challenges head-on and the wisdom to know when to let go. It's about building a mindset that not only leads to success, but also to a deeper sense of inner peace and happiness. As you continue on this path, remember that every day is an opportunity to grow, to strengthen your mind, and to live with purpose. The journey is not always easy, but the rewards are immeasurable. With the right mindset, there is no challenge too great, no obstacle too big, and no dream too distant. Before diving deeper into how this powerful philosophy can transform the way you think and approach life, it's important to start by understanding where it comes from. You may have heard of Stoicism as an ancient philosophy, but its relevance today is more profound than ever. For those seeking a mindset that allows them to stay grounded, focused, and unshaken by life's difficulties, Stoicism provides a path that not only builds mental resilience, but also creates a foundation for true success. Stoicism isn't just a set of theories or abstract ideas. It's a way of living that has shaped the minds of some of the most remarkable people in history, guiding them through personal challenges and even life-threatening situations. It's about developing a mindset that isn't easily swayed by external circumstances. No matter how chaotic the world around you becomes, Stoicism teaches you to stay calm and collected, knowing that your inner peace comes from within and not from what happens to you. At the heart of Stoicism is the belief that while you can't control what happens outside of you, you can control how you respond. It's a philosophy that empowers you to take ownership of your thoughts, emotions, and actions, By focusing on what you can control, you free yourself from the frustrations of trying to change the uncontrollable. This is where true freedom lies, not in manipulating your environment, but in mastering your mind. One of the most profound impacts of Stoicism is its ability to shape a resilient mindset. Life will always throw unexpected challenges your way, and without resilience, it's easy to be knocked off course. Stoicism equips you with the mental tools to withstand these challenges, to face them with grace and confidence rather than fear and panic. It teaches you that obstacles are not something to be feared, but opportunities to grow stronger. This mindset doesn't come from ignoring your emotions or pretending that things don't affect you. On the contrary, Stoicism encourages you to fully acknowledge your feelings while also understanding that they don't have to control you. By developing a sense of detachment from your emotions, you can make decisions from a place of clarity rather than impulsiveness. This detachment allows you to observe your feelings without letting them dictate your actions. As you practice this philosophy, you begin to see that many of the things that cause stress and anxiety are in fact out of your control. People will always behave in ways that you cannot predict or change. Circumstances will arise that you never expected. But instead of being overwhelmed by these realities, Stoicism teaches you to focus on what's within your control, your thoughts, your reactions, and your efforts. With this shift in focus, you start to feel a sense of empowerment. No longer are you at the mercy of what happens around you. You are in control of your inner world. This realization alone can bring a deep sense of peace, knowing that while the world may be chaotic, your mind doesn't have to be. You develop an inner strength that carries you through difficult times, helping you to remain calm, focused, and productive even in the face of adversity. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of living in accordance with nature. This doesn't just refer to the natural environment, but to the nature of life itself, the understanding that change is constant and inevitable. By embracing this reality, you stop resisting the natural flow of events. Instead of wasting energy trying to fight what is beyond your control, you learn to adapt and flow with life's changes. This adaptability is one of the greatest strengths of a Stoic mindset. It allows you to approach life's uncertainties with an open heart and mind, knowing that every experience, whether good or bad, has something to teach you. You stop fearing change because you understand that it is a natural part of life, and with every change comes an opportunity for growth and improvement. In addition to resilience and adaptability, Stoicism encourages a sense of purpose and direction. It teaches you to focus on what truly matters, to align your actions with your values, and to live each day with intention. This sense of purpose drives you forward, giving you the strength to endure hardships and the motivation to pursue your goals with persistence and clarity. Stoicism also provides a framework for dealing with success and failure. Rather than becoming attached to external achievements or feeling devastated by setbacks, a Stoic mindset helps you stay balanced. Success and failure are seen as temporary states, not as definitions of your worth. What matters most is how you respond to both, maintaining humility in success and resilience in failure. This mindset also extends to how you interact with others. Stoicism encourages compassion and understanding, teaching you that just as you face struggles, so does everyone else. It helps you develop patience and empathy, allowing you to connect with others on a deeper level without being affected by their negativity or criticism. You learn to approach relationships from a place of inner strength rather than insecurity or neediness. Through Stoicism, you also develop a profound sense of gratitude. By focusing on what you can control and letting go of the rest, you begin to appreciate the things you have rather than constantly longing for more. This gratitude isn't forced or superficial. It's a natural result of recognizing that true happiness comes from within, not from external possessions or accomplishments. As your mindset shifts, you start to see life through a different lens. The things that once caused you stress or anxiety now seem insignificant. You become more grounded, more present, and more at peace with yourself and the world around you. This inner transformation is what leads to lasting success, not just in your career or personal life, but in your overall sense of well-being. Stoicism isn't just about surviving life's challenges, it's about thriving in the face of them. It's about developing a mindset that empowers you to rise above the difficulties, to see them as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. With each challenge you overcome, you grow stronger, more resilient, and more capable of handling whatever comes your way. This philosophy teaches you to embrace discomfort, knowing that it is often through discomfort that we grow the most. Whether it's facing a difficult decision, dealing with criticism, or navigating uncertainty, Stoicism gives you the tools to handle it all with grace and confidence. By practicing Stoic principles, you begin to live a life that is more aligned with your true self. You let go of the need to please others or to meet societal expectations. Instead, you focus on what matters to you, what brings you joy and fulfillment, and what aligns with your values. This creates a sense of inner peace that no external achievement can provide. Stoicism is not a quick fix or a set of rigid rules. It's a way of thinking, a way of approaching life that takes time and practice to cultivate. But as you begin to implement these principles, you'll notice a profound shift in how you see yourself and the world. You'll start to feel more in control of your life, more confident in your ability to handle challenges, and more at peace with the uncertainties that come your way. This mindset doesn't just benefit you, it impacts everyone around you. As you become more centered, calm, and resilient, others will naturally be drawn to your strength. You become a source of inspiration, someone who others look to for guidance and support. And as you continue to grow in your own journey, you'll find that your relationships, career, and personal happiness all begin to flourish. Stoicism offers a blueprint for building a mindset that leads to lasting success and fulfillment. It teaches you to focus on what you can control, to embrace life's challenges with resilience and grace, and to live each day with purpose and intention. As you embark on this journey of personal growth, remember that the most powerful changes come from within, and with the wisdom of Stoicism, you have everything you need to build a life of true success, inner peace, and lasting happiness. As you start embracing Stoicism to shape your mindset and find balance in life, the real challenge comes in controlling emotions that tend to overwhelm us in difficult moments. It's easy to feel centered when life is going well, but when things go sideways, emotions like anger, fear, frustration, and anxiety can rise up, threatening to throw us off balance. The ability to stay calm, focused, and composed during these times is what sets a Stoic apart. This is where Stoicism becomes truly transformative. It doesn't ask you to deny or suppress your emotions, but rather to understand and manage them in a way that leads to greater inner peace and resilience. Stoicism teaches that emotions are natural responses, but they don't have to control us. In fact, the real power comes from recognizing these emotions and choosing how to respond to them, rather than allowing them to dictate our actions. It's a practice of mastering your mind in such a way that you acknowledge your feelings without being consumed by them. By controlling how you react, you take control of your life. This level of mastery requires effort, but with consistent practice, it can lead to profound change. The first step to managing emotions is developing awareness. Many people go through life reacting impulsively without truly understanding where their emotions come from. Stoicism encourages self-reflection and mindfulness. When emotions arise, instead of reacting immediately, you learn to pause and examine them. Ask yourself why you feel the way you do. Is the emotion based on something you can control, or is it driven by external factors that are beyond your influence? This pause gives you a moment of clarity, a chance to step back and see the situation for what it truly is, rather than through the lens of emotional distortion. Emotions, especially negative ones, often come from our attachment to things outside of ourselves. Whether it's a desire for approval, fear of failure, or attachment to material success, Stoicism teaches that these are fleeting and beyond our control. By recognizing that the external world will never fully align with our expectations, you can begin to detach from the emotional turmoil that often accompanies disappointment. Instead, focus on your inner world, your thoughts, actions, and how you choose to respond. This is where your true power lies. Another key element of Stoic practice is distinguishing between what is within your control and what is not. When emotions start to build, it's usually because we are focused on something outside our sphere of influence. By bringing your attention back to what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and reactions, you regain a sense of empowerment. You may not be able to change the situation, but you can control how you let it affect you. This simple shift in focus is often enough to calm the storm within. It's also important to remember that emotions are not inherently good or bad. They are part of being human. However, how we deal with them is what defines us. Stoicism teaches that instead of labeling emotions as good or bad, it's better to see them as signals, guiding us towards self-improvement. For example, anger can show us where we need to set better boundaries, and fear can remind us to prepare more thoroughly for challenges. By viewing emotions as tools for growth rather than obstacles, we shift our perspective and reduce their hold over us. One of the most effective techniques Stoicism offers for managing emotions is reframing. This involves changing the way you interpret a situation to alter your emotional response. Instead of seeing a challenge as something negative, you can reframe it as an opportunity for growth. Instead of viewing criticism as a personal attack, see it as a chance to learn and improve. This shift in perception not only helps in controlling negative emotions, but also fosters a more optimistic and resilient outlook on life. Stoicism also teaches the importance of practicing acceptance. Many emotions, particularly frustration and anger, stem from our resistance to what is. We become upset because reality doesn't match our expectations or desires. By learning to accept things as they are, without wishing they were different, we reduce the emotional struggle. Acceptance doesn't mean passivity or resignation. It means recognizing reality and choosing how to respond with wisdom and calmness, rather than frustration and anger. Another tool for controlling emotions in Stoicism is the practice of detachment. This is not about becoming cold or indifferent, but about maintaining a healthy distance between yourself and your emotions. By detaching from the intense highs and lows of emotional experience, you create space for clarity and rationality. You learn that while emotions will always arise, they don't have to dictate your actions. Instead, you can observe them, understand them, and then choose the best course of action. Daily reflection is another critical practice in Stoicism that helps you manage your emotions. At the end of each day, take a moment to reflect on how you responded to the situations you faced. Did you react impulsively? Were there moments when emotions got the better of you? By reflecting on your actions, you gain insight into your emotional patterns and can start to make adjustments. This continuous self-reflection fosters emotional growth and helps you become more aware of your triggers and how to manage them. The practice of premeditatio malorum, or negative visualization, is another powerful Stoic technique. It involves mentally preparing for potential challenges or setbacks before they happen. By visualizing worst-case scenarios, you are less likely to be blindsided when things don't go as planned. This preparation helps reduce the emotional impact of unexpected events because you've already considered the possibilities and are mentally prepared to handle them with calm and composure. Stoicism also encourages you to cultivate a calm inner dialogue. The way we talk to ourselves has a profound effect on our emotions. When faced with a stressful situation, many people engage in negative self-talk, which only fuels their anxiety or frustration. By practicing positive, rational self-talk, you can calm your emotions and maintain a sense of control. Remind yourself that challenges are temporary and that you have the strength to get through them. This shift in internal dialogue can make a huge difference in how you feel and respond to difficult situations. In addition to inner dialogue, the Stoics believed in the power of gratitude. When emotions like jealousy, frustration, or sadness arise, focusing on what you're grateful for can help shift your perspective. Gratitude helps you see the bigger picture and reminds you that despite any challenges, there are still many things in your life to appreciate. This practice of gratitude acts as an emotional anchor, keeping you grounded when negative emotions threaten to take over. It's also helpful to recognize that emotions often arise from unmet expectations. Stoicism teaches you to let go of rigid expectations and embrace flexibility. When you're flexible in your expectations, you're less likely to feel disappointment or frustration. Instead, you can adapt to the situation with ease and stay emotionally balanced. This adaptability not only helps in managing emotions, but also improves your overall sense of well-being. Another key aspect of emotional control in Stoicism is the practice of patience. Emotions like anger and frustration often arise from impatience, from wanting things to happen faster or in a different way than they are. By practicing patience, you give yourself the space to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Patience allows you to remain calm and centered even when things aren't moving at the pace you'd like. Breathing techniques can also play a vital role in emotional management. When emotions start to build, your body responds with physical signs: rapid heartbeat, shallow breathing, or tension. By practicing deep, controlled breathing, you can calm your nervous system and bring yourself back to a state of balance. This simple act of focusing on your breath creates a moment of mindfulness that allows you to regain control over your emotions. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of focusing on the present moment. Emotions like anxiety and fear often stem from worrying about the future, while regret and sadness come from dwelling on the past. By grounding yourself in the present, you can prevent these emotions from overwhelming you. Focus on what is happening right now and what you can do in this moment to maintain calm and composure. The idea of impermanence is another powerful tool in Stoicism for managing emotions. Everything in life is temporary, both the good and the bad. When emotions like sadness or frustration arise, remind yourself that they will pass. This understanding of impermanence helps reduce the intensity of negative emotions and allows you to approach them with a sense of calm detachment. Stoicism also teaches the importance of aligning your actions with your values. When your actions are in line with your deepest values, you experience a sense of peace and fulfillment that isn't easily disturbed by external events. However, when you act against your values, it creates internal conflict, which often manifests as emotional distress. By staying true to your values, you reduce inner turmoil and maintain emotional balance. The concept of amor fati, or love of fate, is another Stoic practice that helps manage emotions. It involves embracing everything that happens in life, both good and bad, as necessary and beneficial in your journey. By learning to love your fate, you reduce the emotional resistance to difficult circumstances and open yourself up to the lessons they offer. This acceptance allows you to approach life's challenges with grace and serenity, rather than frustration or despair. Stoicism teaches that while emotions are part of being human, they do not have to control our lives. With consistent practice and reflection, it is possible to master your emotional responses and maintain a sense of inner peace, no matter what challenges arise. This emotional mastery not only leads to a more resilient mindset, but also paves the way for a more fulfilling and successful life. As we've explored how to control your emotions using Stoicism, the next essential step on this journey is developing the self-discipline necessary to achieve long-term success. While emotional control is key to maintaining inner peace, it's discipline that shapes your actions and decisions over time. Without it, even the best intentions can crumble under the pressure of distractions, procrastination, and short-term impulses. Discipline is what turns your goals into reality, and in Stoicism, it is viewed not as a restriction, but as the path to true freedom. At the heart of self-discipline lies the understanding that success is not built on singular moments of effort, but on consistent action over time. The ability to show up day after day, even when motivation fades, is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Stoic discipline is about staying committed to your values, goals, and principles, even when the path becomes difficult. It's about understanding that short-term comfort often leads to long-term discomfort, while short-term effort and sacrifice pave the way for lasting success. One of the most fundamental Stoic practices for building self-discipline is focusing on what is within your control. Often, people get distracted by external factors they cannot change, which leads to frustration and a lack of progress. By zeroing in on what you can control, your actions, your decisions, and your efforts, you streamline your focus and direct your energy where it matters most. This not only builds discipline, but also reduces the mental clutter that often stands in the way of achieving your goals. Another key aspect of Stoic discipline is understanding that the path to success is not always enjoyable. There will be moments when the temptation to give up feels overwhelming, when the obstacles seem too big, or when progress feels slow. But Stoicism teaches that discomfort is part of the journey, and rather than resisting it, you must learn to embrace it. Every moment of discomfort is an opportunity to grow stronger, to prove to yourself that you can persevere through the difficult times. One way to cultivate this mindset is through voluntary discomfort. The Stoics often practiced putting themselves in uncomfortable situations, whether through physical challenges or deprivation of luxuries, to build resilience. By deliberately facing discomfort in controlled settings, you train your mind to handle adversity without being thrown off course. This practice not only strengthens your discipline, but also makes the inevitable challenges of life feel less overwhelming. Self-discipline also requires clarity of purpose. Without a clear sense of what you are working toward, it's easy to lose motivation or become distracted. Stoicism encourages you to constantly reflect on your values and goals to ensure that your daily actions align with the bigger picture. When your purpose is clear, discipline becomes less about forcing yourself to act and more about a natural extension of your commitment to your goals. Time management plays a critical role in practicing Stoic discipline. How you spend your time directly reflects your priorities. If your time is spent on distractions or short-term pleasures, it's a sign that your priorities may not be aligned with your long-term goals. Stoicism teaches you to view time as a precious and finite resource. By managing it wisely, you cultivate the discipline needed to stay focused and productive, even when life pulls you in different directions. Another important element of Stoic discipline is learning to say no. Often, the greatest barrier to discipline is the inability to turn down distractions, whether they come in the form of social invitations, unnecessary tasks, or even your own thoughts. Saying no is not about deprivation, it's about protecting your time, energy, and focus for what truly matters. By learning to set boundaries, you strengthen your discipline and create space for the actions that align with your goals. Self-discipline is not about rigid control, but about making deliberate choices. Stoicism teaches that every action you take is a reflection of your character. By making conscious decisions rather than acting impulsively, you build the discipline to navigate life with purpose. Whether it's choosing to wake up early to work on a project, resisting the urge to procrastinate, or following through on a commitment, every small choice contributes to the bigger picture of your long-term success. Consistency is a cornerstone of Stoic discipline. It's easy to start a new habit or goal with enthusiasm, but maintaining that effort over time is where true discipline is tested. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of showing up, even when motivation is low or when progress feels slow. Success is not about grand gestures or occasional bursts of effort. It's about the small, consistent actions that, over time, lead to significant results. Part of practicing self-discipline is learning to delay gratification. In a world where instant results are often expected, the ability to wait and work toward long-term rewards is a rare skill. Stoicism teaches that true success is not about seeking immediate pleasure, but about staying committed to your higher purpose. By delaying gratification, you cultivate patience and perseverance, two essential qualities for achieving lasting success. Mindfulness is another crucial aspect of Stoic discipline. Being aware of your thoughts, emotions, and impulses allows you to catch yourself before you fall into unproductive habits. By practicing mindfulness, you create space between stimulus and response, giving yourself the opportunity to make deliberate choices rather than reacting impulsively. This awareness is key to maintaining discipline in the face of distractions or setbacks. Stoicism also encourages you to view setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities for growth. When you fall short of your goals or lose discipline, it's easy to feel discouraged. But Stoicism teaches that setbacks are part of the journey, and each one provides valuable lessons. By embracing setbacks as learning experiences, you build resilience and strengthen your discipline for the future. Another important practice in Stoic discipline is self-reflection. Regularly taking time to evaluate your progress, actions, and decisions allows you to stay aligned with your goals. Reflection helps you identify where you may be slipping in your discipline and gives you the chance to course correct. It also reinforces the importance of staying true to your values and purpose, even when the path becomes difficult. Stoicism also teaches that self-discipline is a form of self-care. By staying committed to your long-term goals and values, you are taking care of your future self. Discipline isn't about punishing yourself. It's about creating a life that is aligned with your purpose and priorities. Every disciplined action you take today is an investment in your future well-being and success. The Stoics believed in the power of habit. When you consistently practice discipline, it becomes second nature. By turning disciplined actions into habits, you reduce the mental effort required to stay on track. This allows you to free up mental energy for more creative and productive pursuits. Over time, discipline becomes less of a struggle and more of a natural way of living. One way to build disciplined habits is by starting small. Rather than trying to overhaul your life overnight, Stoicism teaches the importance of gradual progress. Small, consistent changes lead to lasting results. Whether it's waking up 10 minutes earlier each day, committing to a short daily workout, or spending a few minutes each night planning for the next day, these small actions compound over time to create significant change. Accountability is another important aspect of Stoic discipline. While self-discipline is ultimately about personal responsibility, having others hold you accountable can provide additional motivation and support. Whether it's a mentor, friend, or partner, sharing your goals with someone who can offer guidance and encouragement helps reinforce your commitment to discipline. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of balance in discipline. While it's important to stay focused on your goals, excessive rigidity can lead to burnout. True discipline involves knowing when to push yourself and when to rest. By balancing effort with recovery, you ensure that your discipline is sustainable over the long term, rather than something that burns out quickly. Another key to practicing discipline is learning to manage your energy. Your ability to stay disciplined is directly tied to your physical and mental energy levels. By taking care of your body through proper sleep, nutrition, and exercise, you strengthen your capacity to stay disciplined. Similarly, taking time to recharge mentally through activities like meditation, reading, or spending time in nature helps you maintain the mental clarity needed to stay on track. One of the greatest challenges to discipline is distraction. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, from social media to constant notifications. Stoicism teaches the importance of minimizing distractions to protect your focus. This might mean setting boundaries with technology, creating a dedicated workspace, or practicing mindfulness to stay present. By reducing distractions, you create an environment that supports your discipline and allows you to focus on what truly matters. Part of managing discipline is also learning to manage your environment. The people you surround yourself with, the spaces you inhabit, and the routines you create all influence your ability to stay disciplined. By surrounding yourself with positive influences, creating a workspace that encourages productivity, and building routines that support your goals, you set yourself up for success. Stoicism teaches that discipline is not just about inner strength. It's about creating external conditions that make it easier to stay on track. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of long-term thinking in practicing discipline. When faced with a difficult decision, the Stoics encourage you to ask yourself how this decision will impact your future. Will it bring you closer to your goals or pull you further away? By focusing on the long-term consequences of your actions, you strengthen your discipline and make decisions that align with your higher purpose. Another critical element of Stoic discipline is learning to manage your desires. The Stoics believed that many of life's problems stem from uncontrolled desires for things that are outside of our control. By practicing moderation and detachment from these desires, you cultivate a sense of contentment and reduce the emotional impulses that often derail discipline. This doesn't mean denying yourself pleasure, but rather approaching life with balance and intentionality. Part of practicing self-discipline is developing mental toughness. Life will inevitably present challenges that test your resolve. Stoicism teaches that these challenges are opportunities to strengthen your discipline. Every time you overcome a difficult situation, you build resilience and prove to yourself that you are capable of staying on track. This mental toughness becomes a foundation for long-term success. Stoicism also teaches that discipline requires self-compassion. While it's important to hold yourself accountable, being overly critical or harsh can lead to burnout or discouragement. When you fall short of your goals or lose discipline, Stoicism encourages you to reflect on the reasons why, make adjustments, and move forward with renewed commitment. Self-compassion allows you to stay disciplined without becoming overwhelmed by perfectionism or self-judgment. The practice of Stoic discipline ultimately leads to freedom. By mastering your impulses, desires, and distractions, you free yourself from the chaos of external circumstances. Discipline gives you the power to create a life that is aligned with your values and purpose, rather than being controlled by fleeting emotions or external pressures. This freedom is the true reward of Stoic discipline. It allows you to live with intention, purpose, and peace of mind. As you continue practicing Stoic self-discipline for long-term success, you'll inevitably face obstacles that challenge your commitment. No matter how disciplined or focused you are, life has a way of testing your strength. These obstacles can appear as setbacks, failures, or unexpected changes. This is where Stoic resilience comes into play. It's the ability to face adversity and emerge not only intact, but stronger. Stoicism offers a blueprint for developing this resilience, helping you bounce back from life's challenges and stay true to your path, regardless of the difficulties you encounter. Resilience, in the Stoic sense, begins with acceptance. Before you can overcome an obstacle, you must first acknowledge it fully. Many people spend time denying or resisting their problems, which only adds unnecessary suffering. Stoicism teaches that obstacles are an inevitable part of life, and that acceptance is the first step toward overcoming them. By accepting reality as it is, rather than wishing it were different, you free yourself from the mental burden of resistance and open up space to focus on solutions. One of the most empowering aspects of Stoic resilience is the understanding that challenges do not define you. Your worth and strength are not determined by the obstacles you face, but by how you respond to them. Stoicism teaches that while adversity is unavoidable, your response is always within your control. This shift in perspective gives you the power to face even the toughest situations with confidence, knowing that you have the tools to navigate them with wisdom and strength. A key component of resilience is learning to reframe your challenges. Stoicism encourages you to view obstacles not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. Every difficulty you face offers valuable lessons that can strengthen your character, sharpen your skills, and deepen your understanding of yourself and the world. By reframing challenges as opportunities for personal development, you shift from a mindset of defeat to one of empowerment and possibility. Stoicism also teaches that setbacks are not failures, but part of the journey toward success. No path is ever free from difficulty, and expecting otherwise only leads to disappointment. By accepting that setbacks are natural and often necessary, you reduce the emotional impact they have on you. Instead of feeling discouraged, you can view them as temporary challenges that offer you the chance to course correct and move forward with greater wisdom and insight. Patience plays a crucial role in Stoic resilience. Many obstacles take time to overcome, and the desire for quick solutions can lead to frustration and impulsive decisions. Stoicism teaches the importance of staying patient and steady in the face of adversity. By cultivating patience, you give yourself the time and space to work through challenges without being overwhelmed by the urgency to fix everything immediately. Resilience is also strengthened by self-reflection. Stoicism encourages regular reflection on how you handle obstacles, allowing you to learn from both your successes and failures. Each time you face a challenge, you have the opportunity to evaluate how you responded and whether there's a better approach for the future. This practice of self-reflection builds resilience over time, as it allows you to continually improve your ability to navigate difficult situations. Another aspect of Stoic resilience is the recognition that life's challenges often arise from forces beyond your control. By focusing on what is within your power, your thoughts, actions, and mindset, you reduce the emotional weight of the situation. This focus on internal control gives you a sense of calm and clarity, even in the midst of external chaos. You may not be able to change the obstacle, but you can control how you approach it, and that is where your power lies. Part of resilience is learning to detach from outcomes. While it's natural to desire specific results, Stoicism teaches that true strength comes from doing your best without becoming attached to the outcome. By focusing on your efforts rather than the results, you maintain your sense of purpose and direction, even when things don't go as planned. This detachment from outcomes reduces frustration and helps you stay resilient in the face of uncertainty. Stoicism also encourages you to embrace the concept of impermanence. Just as joy and success are temporary, so too are struggles and hardships. Understanding that obstacles are not permanent allows you to maintain perspective during difficult times. No matter how challenging a situation may seem, it will eventually pass, and you will emerge on the other side, often stronger and more resilient than before. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulty, but about facing it head-on with courage and determination. Stoicism teaches that running from challenges only delays the inevitable and can lead to greater difficulties down the line. By facing obstacles directly, you build the mental and emotional fortitude necessary to overcome them. Each time you confront a challenge with resilience, you prove to yourself that you are capable of handling whatever life throws your way. Stoicism also highlights the importance of maintaining inner calm in the face of adversity. Emotional reactions, such as anger or frustration, often cloud your judgment and make it harder to find solutions. By cultivating a sense of inner peace, even during difficult times, you create the mental clarity needed to assess the situation rationally and take effective action. This calmness not only helps you overcome the immediate challenge, but also strengthens your overall resilience. Another key to Stoic resilience is learning to manage fear. Fear often arises in the face of uncertainty or potential failure, but Stoicism teaches that fear is only as powerful as you allow it to be. By examining your fears and understanding their root causes, you can begin to dismantle them. Stoicism encourages you to face your fears with logic and reason, reminding you that most fears are exaggerated or unfounded. By reducing the power of fear, you build the confidence needed to face obstacles without hesitation. Resilience also involves building a strong support system. While Stoicism emphasizes personal responsibility, it also acknowledges the importance of community. Having a network of supportive people, whether friends, family, or mentors, can provide encouragement and perspective during difficult times. Sharing your struggles with others can offer new insights and remind you that you are not alone in your journey. Stoicism teaches that resilience is a practice, not a one-time achievement. Just as physical strength is built through consistent exercise, mental resilience is developed through regular practice and reflection. Each time you face a challenge, you have the opportunity to strengthen your resilience. Over time, this practice builds a foundation of inner strength that allows you to handle increasingly difficult situations with grace and composure. Another aspect of Stoic resilience is the understanding that adversity often brings unexpected benefits. While challenges may initially feel like setbacks, they often open doors to new opportunities, insights, and growth. By staying resilient in the face of difficulty, you position yourself to take advantage of these hidden opportunities. What may seem like a failure in the moment could lead to a breakthrough later on if you remain open to the possibilities. Resilience is also built through the practice of gratitude. Even in the midst of hardship, Stoicism teaches the importance of appreciating what you still have. By focusing on the positive aspects of your life, you maintain perspective and reduce the emotional weight of the challenge. Gratitude serves as a reminder that while you may be facing difficulty, there are still many things to be thankful for, which helps build the mental and emotional strength to keep moving forward. Another powerful tool for resilience is the practice of perspective. Stoicism encourages you to view your challenges in the context of the larger picture of your life. Often, obstacles feel overwhelming in the moment, but when viewed from a broader perspective, they become less daunting. By stepping back and seeing the bigger picture, you gain a sense of clarity and calm that allows you to approach the challenge with greater resilience. Stoic resilience also involves accepting the unpredictability of life. No matter how carefully you plan, there will always be factors outside your control that can disrupt your path. Rather than becoming frustrated by these disruptions, Stoicism teaches you to embrace uncertainty as a natural part of life. This acceptance of unpredictability helps reduce stress and anxiety, allowing you to stay resilient and focused, even when things don't go as expected. One of the most empowering aspects of Stoic resilience is the realization that adversity often reveals strengths you didn't know you had. When faced with challenges, you are forced to tap into inner resources, courage, patience, creativity that you may not have used otherwise. Each time you overcome an obstacle, you expand your capacity for resilience and discover new strengths within yourself. Stoicism also teaches that resilience is closely tied to purpose. When you have a clear sense of purpose and direction, obstacles become less intimidating because you are grounded in something larger than the immediate challenge. Your purpose provides a source of strength and motivation that carries you through difficult times, reminding you why you started and why it's worth continuing, even when the path becomes difficult. Resilience is also about maintaining hope. Stoicism teaches that no matter how dark the situation may seem, there is always the possibility of improvement. By holding on to hope, you give yourself the mental and emotional stamina to keep going, even when the odds seem stacked against you. Hope doesn't mean ignoring the reality of the situation, but rather believing that you have the strength to navigate it and come out stronger on the other side. Another important element of Stoic resilience is the practice of adaptability. Life rarely unfolds as planned, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances is crucial for overcoming obstacles. Stoicism teaches that flexibility is a strength, not a weakness. By staying open to new possibilities and adjusting your approach when necessary, you maintain your forward momentum, even in the face of unexpected challenges. Part of resilience is also learning to forgive yourself. When you face obstacles, it's natural to make mistakes or fall short of your expectations. Stoicism teaches that self-forgiveness is essential for moving forward. By accepting your imperfections and learning from your mistakes, you free yourself from the burden of guilt or regret. This self-compassion allows you to bounce back from setbacks with greater ease and resilience. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of focusing on the present moment. Often, obstacles feel overwhelming because we project fears or anxieties into the future. By grounding yourself in the present, you reduce the mental clutter that clouds your judgment and makes challenges feel more daunting than they actually are. Focusing on the present allows you to approach each obstacle one step at a time, rather than becoming paralyzed by the magnitude of the challenge. Finally, Stoicism teaches that resilience is about embracing change. Just as obstacles are inevitable, so too is change. By embracing the constant evolution of life, you build the mental and emotional flexibility needed to stay resilient. Change is not something to be feared or resisted, but something to be welcomed as an opportunity for growth. Each time you adapt to change, you strengthen your resilience and prepare yourself for the next challenge life brings. In the end, Stoic resilience is about cultivating the mindset and practices that allow you to face life's challenges with strength, wisdom, and grace. It's about learning to see obstacles not as threats, but as opportunities for growth, and trusting in your ability to overcome whatever comes your way. This resilience not only helps you bounce back from difficulties, but also empowers you to move forward with renewed purpose and determination, knowing that you have the strength to handle whatever lies ahead. As you strengthen your resilience and learn to navigate life's challenges with Stoic wisdom, the next crucial step is mastering the art of decision-making. Every obstacle you face, every path you choose, comes down to the decisions you make. Whether large or small, your decisions shape the course of your life. Stoicism provides powerful tools to help you make decisions that are thoughtful, rational, and aligned with your deepest values. It's not just about avoiding bad choices, it's about consistently choosing what leads to a life of purpose and integrity. The Stoic way of decision-making begins with clarity. Many poor decisions arise from a lack of clarity, whether about your goals, values, or even the situation at hand. Stoicism teaches that before making any decision, you must first take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. Decisions grounded in your core principles tend to be more thoughtful and lead to better outcomes. When you are clear about your values, you are less likely to be swayed by external pressures or fleeting emotions, and more likely to make choices that align with your long-term goals. One of the central principles in Stoicism is focusing on what you can control. When making decisions, this means understanding the factors that are within your influence and letting go of those that are not. Often, people waste energy trying to manipulate or change things beyond their control, which clouds their judgment and leads to poor decision-making. By narrowing your focus to the aspects you can directly impact, you simplify the decision-making process and avoid unnecessary frustration. Emotions can often cloud judgment and lead to impulsive decisions. Stoicism teaches the importance of creating space between emotion and action. This doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing your feelings, but rather learning to observe them without letting them dictate your choices. When faced with a decision, take a moment to step back and assess your emotional state. Are you reacting out of fear, anger, or excitement? By pausing to reflect on your emotions, you give yourself the chance to make a more rational and informed decision. One powerful Stoic practice is the concept of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This involves considering potential challenges or negative outcomes before making a decision. By anticipating possible obstacles, you prepare yourself mentally and emotionally, making it easier to stay calm and rational when difficulties arise. This practice doesn't mean dwelling on worst-case scenarios, but rather being realistic about the risks and challenges involved in any decision. Another key element of Stoic decision-making is detachment from outcomes. Often, people make decisions based on their desired results, becoming attached to a specific outcome. This attachment can lead to disappointment if things don't go as planned. Stoicism teaches that while it's important to have goals, you should not be overly attached to the outcome. Instead, focus on making the best possible decision based on the information available and accept that the final result may be beyond your control. This detachment helps reduce anxiety and allows you to remain calm, regardless of the outcome. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of patience in decision-making. Many bad decisions are made in haste, driven by the pressure to act quickly rather than thoughtfully. Stoicism encourages you to slow down and take the time to fully assess your options before making a choice. Patience allows you to gather more information, consider different perspectives, and ensure that your decision is aligned with your values and long-term goals. While there may be times when quick decisions are necessary, practicing patience in most situations leads to better, more thoughtful outcomes. Another Stoic principle that aids in decision-making is the practice of self-reflection. After making a decision, take the time to reflect on the process. Was your decision driven by rational thought or by emotion? Did you consider all the relevant factors, or were you swayed by external influences? By regularly reflecting on your decisions, you gain insight into your decision-making patterns and can make adjustments to improve future choices. This practice of reflection not only helps you learn from past decisions, but also strengthens your ability to make better choices moving forward. Stoicism also teaches the importance of simplicity in decision-making. Life can often feel overwhelming, especially when faced with complex choices. The Stoics believed that simplifying your decisions, focusing on the essentials, and avoiding unnecessary complications leads to clearer thinking and better outcomes. This doesn't mean ignoring important details, but rather cutting through distractions and focusing on the core elements of the decision. By simplifying your approach, you reduce stress and increase the likelihood of making a sound decision. One of the most valuable Stoic practices for decision-making is aligning your choices with your purpose. When you have a clear sense of purpose, your decisions become more focused and meaningful. Instead of being swayed by short-term desires or external pressures, you make choices that are in line with your long-term vision. This alignment with purpose provides a sense of direction and clarity, making it easier to navigate complex or difficult decisions. Every choice becomes a step toward fulfilling your purpose, rather than a reaction to the circumstances around you. Stoicism also encourages the practice of consulting your inner wisdom. Each of us has an inner voice or sense of knowing that can guide us in the decision-making process. However, this voice is often drowned out by external noise, such as the opinions of others or societal expectations. Stoicism teaches that by cultivating stillness and listening to your inner wisdom, you can make decisions that are true to yourself. This practice requires tuning out distractions and taking time for quiet reflection, but the clarity it brings can lead to more authentic and thoughtful decisions. Another aspect of Stoic decision-making is recognizing the influence of external opinions. It's natural to seek advice or input from others, but Stoicism teaches that you should not let the opinions of others dictate your decisions. While it's important to consider different perspectives, the final decision should always come from your own judgment, aligned with your values and goals. This practice of independence in decision-making strengthens your sense of autonomy and helps you avoid being swayed by the expectations or judgments of others. Stoicism also highlights the importance of adaptability in decision-making. Life is full of uncertainties, and even the best-laid plans can change. Stoicism teaches that rigid attachment to a single plan or outcome can lead to frustration and poor decisions when circumstances shift. By remaining adaptable and open to new information or changing conditions, you increase your ability to make decisions that are responsive to the present moment. This flexibility allows you to adjust your course when needed, without losing sight of your ultimate goals. In decision-making, it's also important to consider the concept of balance. Stoicism teaches that good decisions are those that strike a balance between reason and emotion, long-term goals and short-term needs, and personal desires and the greater good. This balance requires careful consideration of all factors involved and the willingness to make sacrifices when necessary. By seeking balance in your decisions, you ensure that you are making choices that are thoughtful, fair, and sustainable. Another powerful tool in Stoic decision-making is the practice of visualization. This involves mentally rehearsing the decision-making process, considering different scenarios and outcomes before taking action. Visualization allows you to explore the possible consequences of your choices, helping you to identify potential risks and rewards. By mentally walking through the decision, you gain greater clarity and confidence in your ability to make the right choice. Stoicism also teaches the importance of taking responsibility for your decisions. While external factors may influence the outcome, you are ultimately responsible for the choices you make. By taking ownership of your decisions, you empower yourself to learn from your mistakes and grow from your experiences. This sense of responsibility fosters greater self-awareness and accountability, which leads to better decision-making in the future. Part of making better decisions is recognizing the role of ego in the process. The Stoics believed that ego often clouds judgment and leads to poor decisions, driven by the desire for validation or recognition. By setting aside ego and focusing on the facts and values that truly matter, you can make decisions that are more rational and aligned with your purpose. This humility in decision-making allows you to approach each choice with clarity and objectivity, rather than being driven by the need to prove yourself to others. Stoicism also encourages you to practice decisiveness. While reflection and careful consideration are important, there comes a time when a decision must be made. Indecision can lead to missed opportunities or prolonged uncertainty, which can be just as damaging as a poor decision. Stoicism teaches that once you have gathered the necessary information and reflected on your options, you must take action. This practice of decisiveness builds confidence and momentum, allowing you to move forward with clarity and purpose. One of the most freeing aspects of Stoic decision-making is the understanding that no decision is final. Life is a series of choices, and even if a decision leads to an unexpected outcome, you always have the power to make new choices and adjust your course. This understanding reduces the pressure of decision-making, allowing you to approach each choice with a sense of openness and possibility. By viewing decisions as part of a larger journey rather than as defining moments, you free yourself from the fear of making mistakes. Another key aspect of Stoic decision-making is the practice of equanimity. This involves maintaining a sense of calm and balance, regardless of the outcome of your decision. Stoicism teaches that while you should strive to make the best possible choices, you should also remain at peace with whatever results from your decisions. This inner calm helps you avoid overreacting to outcomes and keeps you grounded in the understanding that every decision is part of a larger process of growth and learning. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of aligning your decisions with virtue. The Stoics believed that a virtuous life is one lived in accordance with wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. When faced with a decision, ask yourself whether the choice aligns with these virtues. Is it wise? Is it just? Does it require courage? Is it balanced? By making decisions through the lens of virtue, you ensure that your choices are not only rational, but also ethical and aligned with your higher purpose. In Stoic decision-making, the practice of moderation is also crucial. Extremes in any direction, whether in thought, emotion, or action, often lead to poor decisions. By practicing moderation, you ensure that your decisions are balanced, thoughtful, and sustainable. This principle of moderation helps you avoid impulsive or reckless choices, allowing you to make decisions that are measured and well considered. Another important aspect of Stoic decision-making is the practice of focusing on the present. Often, decisions become complicated by fears about the future or regrets about the past. Stoicism teaches that the best decisions are made when you are fully present, focused on the current moment and the information available to you now. By grounding yourself in the present, you reduce the influence of anxiety or regret, allowing you to make clearer and more rational decisions. Stoicism also teaches that good decision-making requires self-discipline. Without discipline, it's easy to be swayed by immediate desires or external pressures. By practicing self-discipline, you strengthen your ability to stay focused on your goals and values, even when faced with tempting distractions. This discipline allows you to make decisions that are aligned with your long-term success, rather than being driven by short-term impulses. Finally, Stoicism teaches that decision-making is a skill that improves with practice. Each decision you make, whether large or small, is an opportunity to strengthen your judgment and refine your approach. By consistently applying Stoic principles, clarity, patience, reflection, and virtue, you develop the ability to make decisions that are thoughtful, rational, and aligned with your true purpose. Over time, this practice of Stoic decision-making leads to a life of greater wisdom, fulfillment, and success. As you've explored the Stoic approach to making better decisions, you now understand how thoughtful and rational choices can shape the course of your life. But what good are decisions if they lead only to outward success without inner fulfillment? Stoicism teaches that true success is not just measured by achievements, wealth, or status. It's found in the delicate balance between external accomplishments and inner peace. Too often, the pursuit of success leads to neglect of personal happiness, leaving individuals feeling unfulfilled despite their outward achievements. But Stoicism provides a framework that allows you to find balance between the two, ensuring that your quest for success doesn't come at the cost of your own well-being. The key to balancing success and happiness, according to Stoic philosophy, is understanding that external success is fleeting. Material achievements, recognition, and power can be lost as quickly as they are gained. Stoicism teaches that while it's natural to strive for success, it should never be at the center of your identity or self-worth. True happiness comes from within, from knowing that your value is not tied to external circumstances, but to how you live in accordance with your values. One of the first steps to finding this balance is learning to redefine what success means. Society often promotes a narrow view of success, focusing on wealth, power, or status. But Stoicism challenges this view, encouraging you to see success as living a life that is aligned with your principles. When your actions reflect your values, you experience a deeper sense of fulfillment and happiness, regardless of how much money you make or how many accolades you receive. This shift in perspective allows you to pursue external goals without sacrificing your internal peace. Another important principle in balancing success and happiness is understanding the role of contentment. Stoicism teaches that happiness is not found in constant striving or in achieving more, but in being content with what you already have. This doesn't mean giving up on your ambitions or settling for less, but rather appreciating the present moment and the good things in your life as they are. Contentment frees you from the constant pressure to achieve more and allows you to find joy in the present, even as you work toward your goals. Stoicism also encourages you to cultivate gratitude as a way to balance success and happiness. It's easy to become so focused on what you want to achieve that you forget to appreciate what you already have. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in your life, fostering a sense of fulfillment that external success alone cannot provide. When you practice gratitude regularly, you develop a mindset of abundance, which helps you find happiness even in the midst of striving for success. Another important aspect of Stoicism in finding balance is the practice of self-awareness. Often, people chase success without fully understanding why they want it or how it aligns with their true desires. Stoicism teaches the importance of self-examination and reflection, helping you to identify what truly matters to you. When you are clear about your values and what brings you joy, you can pursue success in a way that enhances your happiness rather than detracting from it. Part of balancing success and happiness is learning to let go of perfectionism. Stoicism teaches that striving for excellence is noble, but perfection is an illusion that can lead to unnecessary stress and dissatisfaction. By accepting that both success and happiness are part of a journey, not a destination, you free yourself from the unrealistic pressure to have everything perfectly aligned. This mindset allows you to embrace progress over perfection, which ultimately leads to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Stoicism also highlights the importance of boundaries in maintaining balance. In the pursuit of success, it's easy to lose sight of your personal needs and well-being. Setting clear boundaries between work and personal life is essential for maintaining both success and happiness. Stoicism teaches that by respecting your own limits and prioritizing self-care, you create a foundation that supports long-term success without compromising your inner peace. Another critical element in balancing success and happiness is the Stoic practice of focusing on the present. Often, the pursuit of success can lead you to become overly fixated on the future, on the next goal, the next achievement, the next milestone. Stoicism reminds you that true happiness is found in the present moment. By practicing mindfulness and grounding yourself in the now, you not only reduce anxiety about the future, but also increase your capacity to enjoy life as it is, even as you work toward future success. Stoicism also teaches the value of simplicity in balancing success and happiness. In a world that often promotes excess and accumulation as symbols of success, Stoicism encourages a simpler approach. By focusing on what truly brings you joy and fulfillment, rather than on accumulating more, you create space for both success and happiness to coexist. This doesn't mean giving up ambition, but rather being intentional about what you pursue and ensuring that it aligns with your values and well-being. One of the most powerful lessons in Stoicism is the idea that happiness comes not from external circumstances, but from within. No amount of external success can bring lasting happiness if you are not at peace with yourself. Stoicism teaches that inner peace comes from living a life of virtue, acting with integrity, wisdom, and compassion. When your success is grounded in these principles, it becomes a source of fulfillment rather than stress. Another way to balance success and happiness is by practicing detachment from outcomes. Stoicism teaches that while it's important to pursue your goals, you should not become overly attached to the results. By focusing on the process rather than the outcome, you reduce the emotional weight of success or failure. This detachment allows you to find happiness in the effort itself, knowing that your value is not defined by the outcome, but by the integrity and dedication with which you pursue your goals. Stoicism also encourages the practice of moderation. In the pursuit of success, it's easy to become consumed by ambition, leading to burnout and dissatisfaction. Stoicism teaches that a life of balance requires moderation in all things: work, ambition, leisure, and personal growth. By practicing moderation, you create a sustainable path to success that also allows for moments of rest, joy, and personal fulfillment. Another important aspect of finding balance between success and happiness is recognizing the role of service to others. Stoicism teaches that true success is not just about personal gain, but about contributing to the well-being of others. When your success is tied to helping others, you experience a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. This sense of service adds a layer of meaning to your achievements, transforming them from mere personal victories into contributions that enhance the lives of those around you. In balancing success and happiness, Stoicism also teaches the importance of resilience. The pursuit of success is often marked by setbacks, failures, and challenges. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, is essential not only for achieving success, but for maintaining happiness in the process. Stoicism teaches that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, and by developing resilience, you can navigate the ups and downs of life with greater peace and fulfillment. Part of balancing success and happiness is learning to be present with loved ones. In the drive to achieve, it's easy to lose sight of the relationships that bring joy and meaning to your life. Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes from meaningful connections with others. By making time for family, friends, and loved ones, you create a life that is rich in both success and happiness. These relationships serve as a source of support, joy, and grounding, reminding you of what truly matters. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of taking time for self-reflection. In the pursuit of success, it's easy to become disconnected from yourself and your true desires. Regular self-reflection allows you to check in with yourself, ensuring that your actions and goals are aligned with your values. This practice of self-awareness helps you maintain balance, preventing the pursuit of success from overshadowing your personal happiness. Another key to balancing success and happiness is understanding the role of failure. Stoicism teaches that failure is a natural part of life and should not be feared. In fact, failure often provides the most valuable lessons. By embracing failure as part of the journey, you reduce the emotional weight it carries and allow yourself to find happiness even in the midst of setbacks. This mindset shift transforms failure from a source of frustration into an opportunity for growth. Stoicism also teaches the importance of living with purpose. Success that is not aligned with a sense of purpose can feel empty and unfulfilling. By grounding your actions and goals in a higher purpose, you create a sense of meaning that enhances both your success and your happiness. Purpose gives you a reason to persevere through challenges and reminds you of the deeper significance of your efforts. Another important aspect of balancing success and happiness is learning to manage stress. The pursuit of success can often lead to increased stress and pressure, which, if left unchecked, can diminish your happiness. Stoicism teaches the importance of managing stress through practices such as mindfulness, acceptance, and detachment. By reducing stress, you create more space for joy and fulfillment, even as you work toward your goals. Stoicism also encourages the practice of equanimity, the ability to remain calm and composed in the face of both success and failure. Equanimity allows you to navigate the highs and lows of life without becoming overly attached to either. This sense of balance is key to maintaining both success and happiness, as it prevents you from being swept away by the emotional extremes that often accompany external achievements or setbacks. In balancing success and happiness, it's also important to recognize the value of rest. Stoicism teaches that rest is not a luxury, but a necessity for maintaining balance. In the pursuit of success, it's easy to neglect rest in favor of constant action. However, rest allows you to recharge, reflect, and maintain the energy needed for both success and happiness. By prioritizing rest, you create a more sustainable path to success that also honors your personal well-being. Stoicism also teaches the importance of maintaining perspective. In the pursuit of success, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture, becoming overly focused on immediate goals or challenges. Stoicism encourages you to step back and view your life as a whole, recognizing that true success and happiness are not defined by individual moments, but by the overall trajectory of your life. This perspective helps you stay grounded, preventing you from becoming overwhelmed by temporary setbacks or overly attached to short-term victories. Another way to balance success and happiness is by practicing acceptance. Stoicism teaches that while it's important to strive for success, you must also accept the things that are beyond your control. By accepting the limitations of what you can influence, you reduce the frustration and anxiety that often accompany the pursuit of success. This acceptance creates a sense of peace, allowing you to find happiness even in the face of challenges. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of personal growth in balancing success and happiness. Success that is not accompanied by personal growth can feel hollow. By focusing on continuous self-improvement, you ensure that your success is not just about external achievements, but also about becoming a better, wiser, and more fulfilled person. This focus on growth adds depth to your success, making it a source of happiness and fulfillment. In balancing success and happiness, it's also important to maintain a sense of humility. Stoicism teaches that pride and arrogance can lead to a disconnection from both yourself and others. By practicing humility, you remain open to learning and growth, which ultimately enhances both your success and your happiness. Humility allows you to stay grounded, preventing success from becoming a source of ego or separation from what truly matters. Another key to balancing success and happiness is learning to appreciate the journey. Stoicism teaches that life is a process, not a destination. By finding joy in the journey, rather than being solely focused on the end goal, you create a more fulfilling and balanced life. This mindset allows you to enjoy the present moment, even as you work toward future success, creating a life that is rich in both achievement and happiness. Ultimately, Stoicism teaches that success and happiness are not mutually exclusive, but rather they complement each other when approached with the right mindset. By aligning your actions with your values, practicing gratitude and moderation, and embracing both success and failure as part of the journey, you create a life that is balanced, fulfilling, and deeply rewarding. Through Stoic philosophy, you learn that true success is not just about achieving your goals, but about finding happiness and meaning in the process. As we explore how Stoicism helps you find balance between success and happiness, it becomes clear that true contentment is not something you find through external achievements, but something you cultivate from within. One of the most powerful tools in Stoic philosophy for fostering this inner peace is gratitude. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you when things go your way. It's about recognizing and appreciating the value of everything you already have, even in the face of challenges or adversity. Stoicism teaches that by practicing gratitude daily, you build a mindset that fosters contentment, no matter your external circumstances. This is where true happiness grows, not from acquiring more, but from appreciating what is already present. At its core, gratitude shifts your focus. Instead of constantly striving for what you lack or feeling dissatisfied with your current state, gratitude teaches you to notice and appreciate the abundance that already exists in your life. This simple shift in focus has a profound impact on your mindset and overall well-being. It calms the restlessness that comes from constantly seeking more and helps you find peace in the present moment. Stoicism encourages this practice of gratitude as a way to break free from the endless cycle of desire and discontent. One of the most profound aspects of Stoic gratitude is its emphasis on accepting life as it is, rather than how you wish it to be. Often, dissatisfaction arises when we cling to the idea that things should be different, that we should have more, be more, or achieve more. Stoicism teaches that true gratitude comes from letting go of these expectations and embracing life as it unfolds. By doing so, you open yourself to appreciating what is, rather than focusing on what could be. Gratitude, in the Stoic sense, is closely tied to the concept of impermanence. Everything in life is temporary: people, possessions, experiences. So learning to appreciate them while they are present is essential for finding contentment. Rather than taking things for granted or assuming they will always be there, Stoic gratitude reminds you to cherish what you have right now, knowing that it could be gone tomorrow. This mindset fosters a deeper appreciation for both the small and significant aspects of your life. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate Stoic gratitude is through daily reflection. Stoicism encourages you to regularly reflect on the blessings in your life, no matter how small they may seem. Whether it's a roof over your head, the love of family and friends, or the opportunity to learn and grow, there is always something to be grateful for. By making gratitude a daily practice, you train your mind to focus on the positive aspects of your life, rather than dwelling on what is lacking. Gratitude also helps you build resilience. In the face of adversity or hardship, it's easy to become consumed by frustration or bitterness. But by focusing on what remains good in your life, even during difficult times, you build the strength to endure challenges with grace. Stoicism teaches that life's difficulties are inevitable, but they do not erase the blessings you still have. Gratitude allows you to hold both hardship and joy at the same time, fostering a sense of inner stability. Another key aspect of Stoic gratitude is learning to appreciate simplicity. In a world that often encourages the pursuit of more wealth, more success, more recognition, Stoicism teaches that true happiness can be found in simplicity. By practicing gratitude for the small, everyday things, like a quiet morning, a good meal, or a meaningful conversation, you find contentment in the present, rather than always seeking something greater or more elaborate. Stoicism also encourages you to cultivate gratitude for the challenges you face. This may seem counterintuitive, but Stoic philosophy teaches that obstacles and difficulties are opportunities for growth. By being grateful for your challenges, you shift your perspective from one of frustration to one of empowerment. Each challenge becomes a chance to strengthen your character, learn something new, and develop greater resilience. This mindset of gratitude for adversity allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater peace and acceptance. Gratitude also fosters a sense of abundance. Often, dissatisfaction arises from the belief that there is not enough, whether it's not enough time, not enough success, or not enough love. Stoicism teaches that by focusing on what you already have, you cultivate a mindset of abundance. You begin to see that there is plenty in your life to be grateful for, and this sense of abundance reduces the need for constant striving or comparison. Instead, you find fulfillment in what already exists. Another important aspect of Stoic gratitude is learning to detach from external validation. Many people seek happiness through the approval or recognition of others, believing that success is only meaningful if it is acknowledged by the world. Stoicism teaches that true gratitude comes from within, independent of external validation. By appreciating your own efforts, progress, and growth, you free yourself from the need for others' approval and find contentment in your own journey. Gratitude, in Stoic philosophy, also extends to your relationships with others. Stoicism teaches the importance of appreciating the people in your life, recognizing that they are not guaranteed to be with you forever. By expressing gratitude for your loved ones, whether through kind words, gestures, or simply being present, you strengthen your connections and deepen your sense of fulfillment. This gratitude for relationships reminds you that much of life's joy comes not from material success, but from the love and support of those around you. Stoic gratitude also encourages you to appreciate your health and physical well-being. It's easy to take your body for granted, especially when you are healthy and capable. But Stoicism teaches that your body is a gift, and by appreciating your health, whether it's through physical activity, rest, or nourishing food, you cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude for your ability to experience life. This appreciation for your physical well-being leads to greater mindfulness and care for your body. Another important aspect of Stoic gratitude is recognizing the interconnectedness of life. No one achieves success or happiness entirely on their own. Whether through the support of others, the opportunities provided by society, or the lessons learned from past experiences, your life is shaped by countless external factors. Stoicism teaches that by acknowledging and being grateful for these connections, you foster a sense of humility and appreciation for the web of life that sustains you. Gratitude also helps you practice acceptance. In life, not everything will go as planned, but by practicing gratitude, even in the face of disappointment or failure, you learn to accept life's unpredictability with grace. Stoicism teaches that while you may not always get what you want, there is always something to appreciate. This acceptance reduces the frustration that often comes from unmet expectations and allows you to find peace in the present, regardless of the circumstances. Another powerful aspect of Stoic gratitude is its ability to reduce envy and comparison. In a world that often encourages competition and comparison, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring your success against others. But Stoicism teaches that gratitude for what you have eliminates the need for comparison. When you focus on your own blessings, the achievements or possessions of others no longer feel like a threat. Instead, you find contentment in your own life, free from the need to constantly measure yourself against others. Gratitude also fosters a sense of inner peace. Often, discontent arises from the desire for things to be different, whether it's wishing for more success, more recognition, or a different set of circumstances. Stoicism teaches that by practicing gratitude, you quiet this inner restlessness. You learn to appreciate life as it is, finding peace in the present moment rather than constantly striving for something else. This sense of peace allows you to move through life with greater calm and clarity. Another key element of Stoic gratitude is recognizing that much of what you have is a gift. Whether it's the love of family and friends, the opportunities that have come your way, or the simple joys of daily life, many of the things you appreciate are not solely the result of your own efforts. Stoicism teaches that by acknowledging the gifts in your life, you cultivate a deeper sense of humility and appreciation. This gratitude for the gifts of life leads to a more compassionate and grounded perspective. Gratitude also encourages you to live in alignment with your values. When you are grateful for the things that truly matter, such as integrity, kindness, and wisdom, you naturally align your actions with these values. Stoicism teaches that living in accordance with your values is one of the highest forms of success, and gratitude helps you stay connected to what is most important in life. This alignment between gratitude and values leads to a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. Another powerful aspect of Stoic gratitude is its ability to foster resilience. In the face of adversity, it's easy to become consumed by negativity or frustration. But by practicing gratitude for the things that remain good in your life, even during difficult times, you build the resilience to endure hardship with grace. Stoicism teaches that gratitude is not about ignoring challenges, but about maintaining perspective and finding strength in what you still have. Gratitude also helps you develop a mindset of abundance. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you begin to see life as full rather than lacking. This mindset of abundance reduces the anxiety and stress that often come from feeling like there is never enough, whether it's time, success, or love. Instead, you cultivate a sense of satisfaction and contentment with what is already present in your life. Another important aspect of Stoic gratitude is recognizing the transient nature of life. Nothing lasts forever: people, possessions, experiences. By practicing gratitude for the present moment, you learn to appreciate life's impermanence. This awareness of impermanence fosters a deeper appreciation for the fleeting beauty of life and encourages you to savor each moment fully. Stoicism teaches that by embracing life's transience, you find greater joy and fulfillment in the here and now. Gratitude also encourages you to practice generosity. When you appreciate the abundance in your life, you naturally feel inclined to share it with others. Stoicism teaches that true wealth is not measured by how much you accumulate, but by how much you give. By practicing gratitude, you cultivate a sense of generosity that enhances both your own happiness and the well-being of those around you. Another key aspect of Stoic gratitude is its ability to foster patience. Often, impatience arises from a desire for things to happen faster or for circumstances to change immediately. But Stoicism teaches that by practicing gratitude, you learn to be patient with the process of life. Gratitude allows you to appreciate the present moment, even as you work toward your goals, reducing the urgency and stress that often accompany impatience. Gratitude also helps you cultivate a sense of trust in life. Stoicism teaches that while you may not always understand why things happen as they do, there is a larger order to the universe. By practicing gratitude for both the good and the challenging experiences in your life, you develop a sense of trust in the unfolding of events. This trust reduces anxiety and allows you to navigate life's uncertainties with greater peace. Another powerful element of Stoic gratitude is its ability to enhance your relationships. When you express gratitude for the people in your life, you strengthen your connections and deepen your bonds. Stoicism teaches that gratitude is not just about appreciating material blessings, but about recognizing the value of the relationships that bring meaning and joy to your life. In practicing Stoic gratitude, you also learn to let go of entitlement. Often, dissatisfaction arises from the belief that you are owed something by life, whether it's success, recognition, or happiness. But Stoicism teaches that life does not owe you anything. By practicing gratitude for what you have, rather than focusing on what you believe you are entitled to, you free yourself from the disappointment that comes from unmet expectations. Finally, Stoicism teaches that gratitude is a practice, not a one-time event. By making gratitude a daily habit, whether through reflection, journaling, or simply taking a moment to appreciate the good in your life, you train your mind to focus on abundance rather than lack. Over time, this practice transforms your mindset, leading to a life that is filled with more contentment, joy, and fulfillment. Through Stoic gratitude, you learn to appreciate what you have, creating a foundation of inner peace that supports you through all of life's challenges and triumphs. As you've explored the transformative power of gratitude in Stoicism, you've learned to appreciate the present moment and find contentment in all aspects of life. But what happens when life throws negativity your way, when others criticize you unfairly, or when the world feels harsh and unkind? Stoicism provides a powerful approach to dealing with criticism and negativity, allowing you to face these challenges with grace and strength rather than being overwhelmed or discouraged by them. Criticism and negativity are inevitable parts of life, but how you respond to them can shape your peace of mind and your resilience. The Stoic way of handling criticism begins with understanding that you cannot control what others think or say about you. The opinions of others are beyond your influence, and attempting to change or control them only leads to frustration. Stoicism teaches that you should focus on what is within your control, your own thoughts, actions, and reactions. By doing so, you free yourself from the weight of others' judgments and criticism, allowing you to maintain your inner calm even in the face of negativity. When dealing with criticism, it's essential to remember that not all criticism is inherently bad. Stoicism encourages you to take a step back and objectively evaluate the criticism you receive. Is there truth in what is being said? Can you learn something from it? By approaching criticism with an open mind and a willingness to grow, you can turn negative feedback into an opportunity for self-improvement. This mindset shifts your perspective from defensiveness to growth, allowing you to use criticism as a tool for bettering yourself. However, not all criticism is constructive, and Stoicism teaches you to recognize the difference between helpful feedback and baseless negativity. When faced with unproductive or malicious criticism, it's important to remain grounded in your values and not let the opinions of others define your sense of self-worth. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and integrity, knowing who you are and what you stand for, regardless of what others say. When you are confident in your values and your actions, external negativity loses its power to affect you. Stoicism also teaches the value of emotional detachment when dealing with criticism. Emotional reactions, such as anger or defensiveness, often cloud your judgment and prevent you from responding to criticism thoughtfully. By practicing emotional detachment, you create space between the criticism and your response, allowing you to remain calm and composed. This detachment helps you evaluate the situation with clarity rather than being overwhelmed by emotions. Another powerful Stoic practice for handling criticism is focusing on your own actions and intentions. You cannot control how others perceive you, but you can control how you behave. By ensuring that your actions are in alignment with your values and integrity, you protect yourself from being swayed by others' opinions. Even if others misunderstand or criticize you, you can remain at peace, knowing that you acted in accordance with your principles. Criticism can often feel personal, but Stoicism teaches that it is rarely about you. People's criticisms often reflect their own insecurities, fears, or misunderstandings. By recognizing that criticism is more about the other person's perspective than about your own worth, you can detach from the need for validation and approach criticism with empathy rather than defensiveness. This shift in perspective allows you to handle negativity with greater ease and understanding. Stoicism also encourages you to develop resilience in the face of negativity. Criticism, whether fair or unfair, is a part of life, and learning to endure it with grace is key to maintaining your peace of mind. By building mental and emotional resilience, you become less affected by external negativity. Stoicism teaches that the more you practice resilience, the stronger you become, allowing you to navigate criticism without letting it disrupt your inner calm. Part of handling criticism the Stoic way is accepting that you cannot please everyone. No matter how hard you try or how well-intentioned your actions are, there will always be those who criticize or disapprove. Stoicism teaches that seeking universal approval is not only impossible, but also unnecessary. By focusing on living in accordance with your values, rather than trying to meet others' expectations, you free yourself from the pressure to please everyone. This mindset allows you to remain true to yourself, even in the face of criticism. Another important aspect of dealing with criticism is practicing humility. Stoicism teaches that no one is above criticism, and even the most well-intentioned actions can be misunderstood or questioned. By approaching criticism with humility, you open yourself to the possibility of growth and improvement. Humility allows you to see criticism as a learning opportunity rather than an attack on your character, fostering a mindset of continuous self-reflection and growth. When faced with negativity, Stoicism encourages you to focus on the bigger picture. Criticism and negative feedback often feel overwhelming in the moment, but they are just small parts of the larger journey of life. By maintaining perspective and seeing criticism in the context of your broader goals and values, you reduce its emotional impact. Stoicism teaches that temporary negativity does not define your path, and by focusing on the long term, you can move through criticism with greater ease. Another powerful Stoic practice for handling criticism is reframing. When someone criticizes you, it's easy to focus on the negative aspects of the feedback. However, Stoicism teaches that you can reframe the situation by focusing on what you can learn from it. Even in the harshest criticism, there may be a kernel of truth or a valuable insight. By reframing criticism as an opportunity for growth, you transform it from something hurtful into something useful. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of patience when dealing with negativity. Criticism can trigger immediate emotional reactions, but Stoicism teaches that patience allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. By taking a moment to pause and reflect before responding to criticism, you create space for a more measured and rational response. This practice of patience helps you maintain your composure and avoid escalating negative situations. When dealing with criticism, Stoicism encourages you to practice forgiveness, both for others and for yourself. Criticism can sometimes sting, especially if it feels unfair or harsh, but holding on to resentment or anger only harms your own peace of mind. By practicing forgiveness, you let go of the emotional weight of negativity and move forward with greater ease. Similarly, forgiving yourself for any mistakes or shortcomings allows you to learn and grow without being weighed down by guilt or self-judgment. Another important aspect of Stoic wisdom in handling negativity is the practice of self-reflection. Stoicism teaches that every experience, including criticism, is an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. When you receive criticism, take the time to reflect on whether there is any truth to it and how you can use it to improve. This practice of self-reflection turns criticism into a tool for personal development, rather than a source of pain or frustration. Stoicism also teaches the value of compassion when faced with negativity. Often, people criticize others out of their own pain, fear, or insecurity. By responding to criticism with compassion rather than defensiveness, you diffuse the negative energy of the situation. Compassion allows you to see beyond the surface of the criticism and understand the underlying emotions driving it. This empathetic response not only helps you handle criticism more gracefully, but also fosters better relationships with others. Part of dealing with criticism is learning to set boundaries. Stoicism teaches that while it's important to remain open to feedback, you should not allow others' negativity to undermine your sense of self-worth. Setting boundaries means knowing when to accept criticism and when to protect yourself from harmful or toxic comments. By setting clear boundaries, you maintain your inner peace and prevent external negativity from infiltrating your mental and emotional well-being. Stoicism also encourages you to practice acceptance when dealing with negativity. Acceptance does not mean agreeing with or condoning criticism, but rather acknowledging that criticism is a natural part of life. By accepting that negativity will arise from time to time, you reduce the emotional impact it has on you. Acceptance allows you to move through criticism without being weighed down by frustration or anger, creating space for greater peace and resilience. Another key aspect of handling criticism is recognizing that your worth is not determined by others' opinions. Stoicism teaches that your value comes from within, from living a life of virtue, integrity, and purpose. When you are confident in your own worth, external criticism loses its power to affect you. This inner confidence allows you to navigate negativity with grace, knowing that your sense of self is grounded in your own actions and values, not in the judgments of others. Criticism can often trigger feelings of defensiveness, but Stoicism teaches the importance of remaining open and curious. Instead of reacting defensively to criticism, approach it with curiosity. Ask yourself what the critic is trying to communicate and whether there is something valuable in their feedback. By maintaining a mindset of curiosity, you transform criticism from a threat into a learning opportunity, allowing you to grow and evolve. Another powerful Stoic practice for handling negativity is focusing on your own growth and improvement. Criticism can feel discouraging, but Stoicism teaches that your focus should always be on becoming a better version of yourself. When you are committed to self-improvement, criticism becomes less about judgment and more about opportunity. This mindset shift helps you stay motivated and focused on your own growth, rather than being distracted by others' opinions. Stoicism also encourages you to cultivate a sense of inner calm in the face of criticism. Criticism can often trigger strong emotional reactions, but Stoicism teaches that your peace of mind is your most valuable asset. By practicing mindfulness and staying present in the moment, you create a sense of inner calm that protects you from the emotional turbulence of negativity. This calmness allows you to handle criticism with grace and composure without being thrown off balance. Another important aspect of Stoic wisdom in handling negativity is the practice of focusing on what truly matters. Often, criticism is based on superficial or trivial concerns that have little bearing on your larger goals or values. Stoicism teaches that by focusing on what truly matters, your character, your purpose, and your principles, you reduce the emotional impact of petty criticism. This focus on the bigger picture helps you stay grounded and resilient, even when faced with negativity. Part of handling criticism the Stoic way is learning to let go of the need for approval. Stoicism teaches that seeking approval from others is a trap that leads to frustration and disappointment. By letting go of the need for external validation, you free yourself from the emotional burden of criticism. Instead, you focus on living in alignment with your values and principles, knowing that true fulfillment comes from within, not from the opinions of others. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of gratitude when dealing with criticism. It may seem counterintuitive, but Stoicism teaches that even criticism can be something to be grateful for. Criticism, whether fair or unfair, provides an opportunity to learn, grow, and strengthen your character. By approaching criticism with gratitude, you shift your mindset from one of defensiveness to one of openness and growth. This practice of gratitude transforms negativity into a valuable tool for personal development. Another key aspect of handling criticism is developing a sense of self-compassion. Stoicism teaches that while it's important to strive for self-improvement, it's also important to be kind to yourself. Criticism can often trigger feelings of inadequacy or self-doubt, but by practicing self-compassion, you remind yourself that you are worthy of love and acceptance, regardless of others' opinions. This self-compassion helps you navigate criticism with resilience and grace, without being overwhelmed by self-judgment. Finally, Stoicism teaches that criticism is a part of the human experience. No one is immune to negativity or judgment, and by accepting this reality, you free yourself from the expectation of perfection. Criticism is not a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of the complexity of life and human relationships. By embracing criticism as a natural part of life, you build the resilience to handle it with grace, wisdom, and strength, allowing you to continue growing and evolving on your own terms. Having explored the Stoic way of dealing with criticism and negativity, it's clear that resilience and emotional stability are vital for maintaining peace of mind. However, another layer to this inner strength is learning how to minimize stress and anxiety, which often threaten our ability to stay calm and grounded. Stoicism offers profound methods to help reduce these overwhelming feelings by shifting how you approach life's uncertainties and daily challenges. The Stoic approach not only equips you with tools to cope with stress, but also helps build an enduring sense of tranquility that allows you to navigate life's turbulence with greater ease and purpose. One of the foundational principles in minimizing stress and anxiety is focusing on what is within your control. Much of the stress and anxiety people experience stems from worrying about things they have no power over, external circumstances, other people's actions, or future events. Stoicism teaches that by concentrating your energy on what you can influence, you reduce the mental clutter that feeds stress. This clear distinction between what you can control and what you cannot brings a sense of relief, freeing your mind from the endless cycle of worry over things beyond your reach. A key technique Stoicism offers is the practice of acceptance. Life is full of unexpected twists, and many of these create stress because they deviate from what we hoped for or expected. Stoicism encourages you to accept life as it is, rather than wishing it were different. This acceptance doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means acknowledging reality and working with it rather than against it. By accepting the present moment, you minimize the inner resistance that often fuels anxiety and stress. Another powerful Stoic tool for reducing anxiety is reframing how you view adversity. Instead of seeing challenges and obstacles as threats, Stoicism teaches you to see them as opportunities for growth. Every difficult situation becomes a chance to build resilience and strength. This shift in perspective not only reduces the fear associated with hardship, but also transforms it into something valuable. By viewing stresses as potential lessons, you alleviate much of the anxiety they initially provoke. Stoicism also teaches the importance of living in the present moment. Anxiety often arises when the mind wanders into the future, worrying about things that haven't happened yet or may never happen. By grounding yourself in the present, you detach from the fear of the unknown and focus on what you can do right now. This practice of mindfulness, central to Stoic philosophy, helps quiet the mind and reduces the sense of urgency that stress and anxiety often create. Another technique to reduce stress is practicing detachment from outcomes. Anxiety frequently stems from an intense attachment to specific results. Stoicism teaches that while it's important to set goals and work toward them, you should not become overly attached to the outcome. By focusing on your efforts rather than obsessing over the results, you free yourself from the pressure and fear of failure. This detachment fosters a sense of peace as you learn to find satisfaction in the process, regardless of the end result. Gratitude also plays a significant role in minimizing stress and anxiety. When you focus on what you already have and appreciate the good in your life, it shifts your attention away from the worries and pressures that cause stress. Gratitude fosters a mindset of abundance, reminding you that despite the challenges you face, there is much to be thankful for. This shift in focus helps reduce the mental burden of anxiety, replacing it with a sense of contentment and peace. Another essential Stoic practice is voluntary discomfort. This technique involves deliberately exposing yourself to minor discomforts, whether it's fasting, going without luxuries, or taking on a physical challenge, to build resilience against future stresses. By regularly practicing discomfort, you train your mind and body to handle adversity with greater ease. When larger stresses come into your life, they seem less daunting because you've already prepared yourself to endure challenges with grace. Stoicism also encourages you to develop a sense of impermanence. Stress and anxiety often come from a belief that the difficulties you're facing will last forever. Stoicism reminds you that everything is temporary, both good and bad. By understanding that the stress or anxiety you feel is not permanent, you reduce its power over you. This awareness brings comfort and helps you maintain perspective, knowing that no matter how overwhelming things seem, they will eventually pass. A critical aspect of minimizing stress and anxiety in Stoicism is the practice of reflection. Stoicism encourages daily self-reflection to assess your thoughts, actions, and reactions. By regularly reflecting on how you handle stress, you gain insight into your habits and patterns, allowing you to make adjustments where needed. This reflection builds self-awareness, helping you to better manage your responses to stress and reduce the mental tension that often accompanies anxiety. Another key Stoic approach is simplifying your life. Much of modern stress comes from an overcomplicated life filled with unnecessary tasks, obligations, and distractions. Stoicism teaches the value of simplicity, focusing on what truly matters and letting go of the rest. By simplifying your life, you reduce the sources of stress and create more mental and emotional space for peace. This simplicity not only eases the burden of daily life, but also helps you stay focused on your goals without being overwhelmed by trivial concerns. Stoicism also teaches that stress is often a result of the stories we tell ourselves. When faced with a challenging situation, the mind can create catastrophic scenarios that amplify anxiety. Stoicism encourages you to question these stories and assess whether they are based on reality or irrational fears. By reframing your thoughts and focusing on facts rather than assumptions, you dismantle the mental patterns that feed stress. This rational approach helps you stay grounded and reduces the overwhelming sense of anxiety that often accompanies uncertainty. Another important aspect of Stoicism in managing stress is practicing moderation. Excess in any form, whether it's overworking, overindulging, or overthinking, creates imbalance and leads to stress. Stoicism teaches the importance of moderation in all aspects of life. By practicing balance, you avoid the extremes that often lead to burnout or anxiety. This principle of moderation helps create a more sustainable way of living, reducing the pressure that contributes to stress. In Stoicism, managing stress and anxiety also involves building mental toughness. Life will inevitably present challenges that test your resilience, but by developing mental strength, you become better equipped to handle stress without being overwhelmed by it. Stoicism teaches that each stressful situation is an opportunity to build this inner fortitude. By embracing challenges rather than avoiding them, you cultivate a mindset that is better prepared to deal with stress calmly and effectively. Part of minimizing stress in the Stoic approach is recognizing that much of life is unpredictable. Stress often comes from trying to control outcomes or prevent uncertainty, but Stoicism teaches that uncertainty is a natural part of life. By accepting that the future is unknown and focusing on what you can do in the present, you reduce the anxiety that comes from fearing the unknown. This acceptance of uncertainty fosters a sense of peace as you learn to navigate life's unpredictability with greater calm. Another technique Stoicism offers is the practice of visualization. Known as premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils, this practice involves mentally preparing yourself for potential challenges or setbacks. By visualizing possible obstacles, you reduce the shock or stress when they arise. This mental preparation helps you remain composed and resilient, even in the face of difficulties. By anticipating challenges, you approach them with a calm and prepared mindset, minimizing the anxiety they may cause. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of self-care in managing stress. While Stoicism teaches resilience and mental strength, it also acknowledges the need to take care of your physical and emotional well-being. By prioritizing rest, proper nutrition, exercise, and moments of relaxation, you build a foundation of health that supports your ability to manage stress. This balance between resilience and self-care ensures that you have the energy and strength to face life's challenges without being overwhelmed by them. Another key Stoic practice for reducing anxiety is focusing on your inner values. Often, stress comes from feeling disconnected from your purpose or values. By regularly reflecting on what matters most to you, whether it's integrity, kindness, or wisdom, you stay grounded in your principles, even when external circumstances are stressful. This alignment with your values gives you a sense of direction and purpose, reducing the mental chaos that often accompanies stress. In Stoicism, another powerful tool for reducing anxiety is embracing change. Change is a constant in life, and resisting it often leads to stress. Stoicism teaches that by accepting and adapting to change, you reduce the anxiety that comes from trying to hold on to what is no longer within your control. This acceptance of change fosters a mindset of flexibility, allowing you to navigate transitions and uncertainties with greater ease. Another way Stoicism helps you manage stress is through the practice of compassion, both for yourself and for others. When you are hard on yourself or critical of others, it creates inner tension and stress. Stoicism encourages you to approach yourself and others with compassion, recognizing that everyone is doing their best with the knowledge and resources they have. This compassionate mindset reduces the internal and external conflicts that often fuel stress, creating a more peaceful and harmonious way of living. Another Stoic technique to reduce stress is managing expectations. Much of the stress and anxiety people experience comes from unrealistic or unmet expectations, whether about themselves, others, or life in general. Stoicism teaches that by adjusting your expectations to be more realistic and grounded in reality, you reduce the disappointment and frustration that often lead to stress. This practice of managing expectations helps you stay calm and focused, even when things don't go as planned. Stoicism also teaches the value of intentionality in minimizing stress. By being deliberate about how you spend your time and energy, you reduce the mental and emotional clutter that often leads to stress. Stoicism encourages you to focus on activities that align with your values and purpose, rather than being pulled in multiple directions by distractions or obligations. This intentional focus creates a sense of clarity and calm, reducing the overwhelm that often accompanies a busy or chaotic life. Another important Stoic practice for reducing anxiety is developing a sense of detachment from material possessions. Many people experience stress because they are overly attached to their belongings or wealth, fearing loss or scarcity. Stoicism teaches that true peace comes from within, not from external possessions. By practicing detachment from material things, you reduce the anxiety that comes from worrying about loss or financial insecurity. This detachment fosters a sense of inner freedom and reduces the mental burden of stress. Another technique for managing stress the Stoic way is cultivating patience. In a world that often demands instant results, impatience can lead to frustration and anxiety. Stoicism teaches that patience is a virtue that allows you to approach life's challenges with calm and perseverance. By practicing patience, you reduce the urgency and pressure that often accompany stress, allowing yourself to move through life's difficulties with greater ease and composure. A key Stoic principle in reducing anxiety is practicing equanimity, the ability to remain calm and balanced, regardless of external circumstances. Equanimity helps you maintain a sense of inner peace, even when life is chaotic or uncertain. By cultivating this state of balance, you reduce the emotional highs and lows that often lead to stress and anxiety. Stoicism teaches that equanimity is not about being indifferent, but about staying centered, no matter what is happening around you. Finally, Stoicism teaches that the root of much stress and anxiety is fear. fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of the unknown. By confronting and understanding your fears, rather than avoiding them, you reduce their power over you. Stoicism encourages you to face your fears with courage and reason, breaking down the mental barriers that feed anxiety. This courageous approach allows you to move through life with greater confidence and reduces the stress that comes from fear-driven thinking. Through Stoic practices, you learn to manage stress and anxiety with wisdom and calm, building a life that is grounded in inner peace and resilience. Having explored how Stoicism can help reduce stress and anxiety, you've gained a deeper understanding of how to maintain inner peace in the face of life's challenges. But one of the greatest sources of stress is uncertainty itself, the unknown. Life is full of unpredictable changes, whether it's a shift in your personal circumstances, your career, or the world around you. Stoicism offers a profound approach to not only coping with uncertainty, but embracing it as a natural and necessary part of life. The philosophy provides tools that help you adapt to change without resistance, fostering a mindset of acceptance and strength in the face of the unknown. A fundamental principle in Stoicism is the recognition that change is inevitable. No matter how carefully you plan or how much you try to control, life will bring shifts, both large and small. Rather than fearing or resisting change, Stoicism encourages you to accept it as a natural part of existence. This acceptance brings relief from the constant struggle to keep things as they are. By understanding that change is not something to fight against, but something to flow with, you free yourself from much of the anxiety that uncertainty brings. Stoicism also teaches that uncertainty can be an opportunity for growth. Often, change presents new possibilities that would never have been available had things remained the same. By embracing uncertainty, you open yourself to these opportunities, even if they initially seem daunting. This shift in perspective allows you to see change not as a threat, but as a chance to evolve and learn. Stoicism encourages you to approach uncertainty with curiosity and openness, knowing that it often brings valuable lessons that strengthen you. A key Stoic practice for adapting to change is focusing on what remains constant within you: your values, your principles, and your ability to respond thoughtfully to any situation. While the external world may be unpredictable, Stoicism teaches that your internal world, your mindset, your actions, your integrity, remains under your control. This sense of inner stability provides a foundation of calm and strength, even when everything around you seems to be in flux. By grounding yourself in your core values, you navigate change with confidence and resilience. Another way Stoicism helps you embrace uncertainty is by encouraging flexibility. Rigid thinking and an unwillingness to adapt often lead to frustration and stress. Stoicism teaches that flexibility is a strength, not a weakness. By staying adaptable and open to new circumstances, you reduce the resistance that often accompanies change. This flexibility allows you to adjust your course as needed, without feeling overwhelmed or defeated by the shifting nature of life. It's this willingness to flow with change rather than against it that leads to greater peace of mind. One powerful Stoic technique for handling uncertainty is the practice of negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum. By mentally preparing for potential challenges or setbacks, you reduce the shock or stress when they actually occur. This practice doesn't mean dwelling on worst-case scenarios, but rather considering the possibilities so that you are emotionally and mentally prepared. By expecting and accepting that things may not always go as planned, you build resilience and reduce the anxiety that often comes from uncertainty. Stoicism also teaches the importance of letting go of attachment to specific outcomes. Much of the fear surrounding uncertainty comes from being overly attached to how things should turn out. Stoicism encourages you to focus on your efforts and actions while remaining detached from the results. By doing so, you free yourself from the disappointment or anxiety that comes when life doesn't align with your expectations. This detachment from outcomes fosters a sense of peace, as you learn to appreciate the process rather than fixating on the destination. Another Stoic principle that helps you embrace uncertainty is the idea that everything is temporary. Just as change is inevitable, so too is the passing of time. The challenges or uncertainties you face today will not last forever, and by recognizing the impermanence of all things, you reduce the emotional weight they carry. This understanding of life's transient nature allows you to move through periods of uncertainty with greater calm, knowing that nothing is permanent and that even difficult times will eventually pass. Stoicism also emphasizes the value of resilience in the face of uncertainty. Life's changes and uncertainties will test your strength, but Stoicism teaches that every challenge is an opportunity to build resilience. Each time you face uncertainty and adapt to it, you become stronger and more capable of handling future changes. This resilience is not about denying the difficulty of change, but about meeting it with grace and determination, knowing that you have the inner resources to endure and thrive. Another important Stoic practice for embracing uncertainty is staying present. Anxiety about the future often pulls your mind away from the present moment, leading to stress and worry about things that haven't even happened yet. Stoicism teaches that the present moment is all you truly have, and by focusing on what you can do right now, you reduce the mental chaos that comes from uncertainty about the future. This practice of presence helps you stay grounded and focused, even when the future feels unclear. Stoicism also encourages the practice of humility in the face of uncertainty. Often, we resist change because we believe we know what's best or what should happen, but Stoicism teaches that we don't always have the full picture and that life's changes, though unexpected, may lead to outcomes better than we could have anticipated. By approaching uncertainty with humility, you let go of the need to control everything and open yourself to the possibility that life's changes may bring unexpected blessings. Another way Stoicism helps you navigate uncertainty is through the cultivation of patience. Change and uncertainty often require time to unfold, and the desire for immediate resolution can lead to stress and frustration. Stoicism teaches the importance of patience, accepting that some things take time and cannot be rushed. By practicing patience, you reduce the sense of urgency that often accompanies uncertainty, allowing yourself to move through change with greater ease and calm. Stoicism also teaches that uncertainty is an essential part of growth. Just as discomfort often leads to personal development, uncertainty pushes you to expand beyond your comfort zone. By embracing the unknown, you challenge yourself to grow in ways that wouldn't be possible if everything remained stable and predictable. This mindset of growth transforms uncertainty from something to fear into something to embrace as part of your journey toward becoming stronger and wiser. One of the most powerful aspects of Stoic philosophy is its emphasis on embracing the present without attachment to the future. In a world filled with unpredictable events, Stoicism teaches that true contentment comes from living fully in the moment, without being overly concerned about what tomorrow might bring. By focusing on the present, you free yourself from the anxiety of trying to predict or control the future. This practice of being present helps you find peace in the midst of uncertainty. Stoicism also encourages you to embrace uncertainty as a natural part of life's flow. Just as seasons change and tides ebb and flow, life moves through cycles of stability and uncertainty. By accepting this natural rhythm, you align yourself with the flow of life rather than resisting it. This acceptance reduces the friction and anxiety that often come from fighting against change. Instead, you learn to move with life's currents, adapting to its shifts with grace and ease. Another key Stoic practice for embracing uncertainty is the cultivation of gratitude. Even in times of change or uncertainty, Stoicism teaches that there is always something to be grateful for. By focusing on what remains good in your life, you reduce the fear and anxiety that often accompany uncertainty. Gratitude helps you maintain a positive mindset, even when the future feels unclear, and reminds you that you have the inner strength to navigate whatever changes come your way. In Stoicism, one of the most valuable tools for embracing uncertainty is the practice of self-reflection. By regularly reflecting on your thoughts, actions, and reactions, you gain insight into how you respond to change and uncertainty. This self-awareness allows you to identify patterns of fear or resistance and make adjustments where needed. Reflection helps you approach uncertainty with a more thoughtful and measured mindset, reducing the emotional turmoil that often accompanies it. Stoicism also teaches the importance of perspective when facing uncertainty. Often, uncertainty feels overwhelming because we focus too much on the immediate situation without considering the broader context of our lives. Stoicism encourages you to step back and view uncertainty from a larger perspective, recognizing that life is a series of changes and that this moment, while challenging, is just one part of your journey. This shift in perspective helps reduce the emotional intensity of uncertainty and allows you to navigate it with greater clarity and calm. Another important Stoic principle for embracing uncertainty is the practice of letting go of perfectionism. Much of the stress that comes from uncertainty arises from the desire for things to go exactly as planned. Stoicism teaches that perfection is an illusion and that life is full of imperfections and unexpected turns. By letting go of the need for everything to be perfect, you reduce the pressure and anxiety that often accompany uncertainty. This acceptance of imperfection allows you to move through life's changes with greater ease and flexibility. In Stoicism, another key to embracing uncertainty is the understanding that fear is often rooted in the unknown. When faced with uncertainty, it's natural to feel fear about what might happen, but Stoicism teaches that fear is often exaggerated and that by confronting it directly, you reduce its power. By facing the unknown with courage and reason, you dismantle the mental barriers that feed anxiety, allowing you to approach uncertainty with a sense of calm and confidence. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of cultivating inner peace in the face of uncertainty. While external circumstances may be unpredictable, Stoicism teaches that your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and mindset can remain stable. By practicing mindfulness and staying connected to your inner calm, you create a sense of peace that is not dependent on external events. This inner peace allows you to move through life's uncertainties with greater resilience and grace. Another Stoic technique for embracing uncertainty is developing trust in yourself. Uncertainty often triggers self-doubt, making you question your ability to handle change. Stoicism teaches that you have the inner resources to navigate whatever life brings. By trusting in your own strength and wisdom, you reduce the fear and anxiety that often accompany uncertainty. This self-trust empowers you to face the unknown with confidence, knowing that you have the tools to adapt and thrive. Finally, Stoicism teaches that embracing uncertainty is a practice of surrender. Surrendering to life's flow doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means letting go of the need to control every aspect of your life and trusting that things will unfold as they should. This surrender to life's natural rhythm reduces the mental and emotional strain that often comes from trying to force outcomes or resist change. By surrendering to the present, you find peace in the midst of uncertainty, knowing that you are strong enough to handle whatever comes next. Having embraced the inevitability of uncertainty and change with a Stoic mindset, you begin to realize that navigating life's unpredictability requires a deep sense of inner strength. Confidence becomes essential, not the kind that depends on external validation, but a solid, unshakable belief in yourself that remains steady no matter the circumstances. Stoicism offers powerful tools for building this kind of unbreakable confidence, guiding you to cultivate inner trust, self-reliance, and the courage to stand firm in the face of challenges. With Stoic practices, you develop a confidence that is rooted in character and clarity, allowing you to move through life with certainty, even when everything around you is in flux. One of the key foundations of Stoic confidence is knowing that you can control your actions and reactions, but not the outcomes. Much of the fear and doubt people experience comes from worrying about results, how others will perceive them, or whether their efforts will succeed. Stoicism teaches you to focus on what is within your power, your intentions, your effort, and your choices. This focus on personal agency, rather than external factors, builds confidence because you know that no matter what happens, you have done your best. By shifting your attention from outcomes to actions, you strengthen your belief in yourself. Another Stoic practice that builds confidence is embracing failure as part of growth. Confidence does not come from never making mistakes, but from understanding that failure is a natural part of learning. Stoicism teaches that mistakes are valuable opportunities for growth, not something to fear or be ashamed of. By reframing failure as feedback rather than a personal flaw, you remove the fear of trying and create space for confidence to grow. Each time you face a setback and learn from it, you build resilience and trust in your ability to keep moving forward. Self-confidence in Stoicism also comes from living in alignment with your values. When you act in accordance with your core principles, you build a sense of integrity that reinforces your self-worth. This alignment between your actions and your values gives you a deep sense of inner stability, making you less reliant on external validation. Even if others don't recognize your efforts, you know that you have acted with honor and purpose. This inner clarity creates a kind of confidence that is unbreakable because it is not dependent on the opinions of others, but on your commitment to your own values. Another powerful Stoic technique for building confidence is practicing self-discipline. Confidence grows when you prove to yourself that you can follow through on your commitments, especially to yourself. Each time you set a goal and achieve it through focused effort, you reinforce the belief that you are capable and reliable. This self-discipline builds a foundation of trust in your own abilities, allowing you to face new challenges with the confidence that you can succeed. By consistently practicing discipline, you create a sense of self-mastery that strengthens your belief in your ability to navigate any situation. Stoicism also teaches the value of humility in building confidence. True confidence is not about arrogance or feeling superior to others. It's about knowing your strengths while also recognizing that you still have room to grow. Humility allows you to approach life with an open mind, willing to learn from others without feeling threatened by their knowledge or abilities. This balance between confidence and humility creates a grounded sense of self-assurance, where you trust in your abilities but remain open to growth and improvement. Another key Stoic principle for developing confidence is the practice of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have, helping you recognize your strengths and achievements. Often, people lose confidence because they focus too much on their perceived shortcomings. Stoicism teaches that by practicing gratitude for your skills, talents, and accomplishments, you build a sense of appreciation for yourself. This mindset helps you cultivate confidence by acknowledging the progress you've already made, rather than dwelling on what you still need to achieve. Stoicism also encourages you to build confidence by embracing discomfort. Growth rarely happens in comfort zones, and Stoicism teaches that by intentionally stepping into discomfort, whether through physical challenges, difficult conversations, or new experiences, you build mental and emotional strength. Each time you face discomfort and come out the other side, your confidence grows because you have proven to yourself that you can handle adversity. This practice of voluntary discomfort helps you become more resilient and confident in your ability to face whatever life throws at you. A powerful Stoic tool for confidence is self-reflection. Stoicism encourages you to regularly reflect on your actions, thoughts, and progress. This practice of self-assessment helps you identify areas where you have grown and where you still need to improve. By reflecting on your strengths and acknowledging your efforts, you build a clearer sense of your capabilities. Self-reflection allows you to track your growth over time, reinforcing the belief that you are continually becoming stronger and more capable. Stoicism also teaches the importance of focusing on what you can give rather than what you can gain. When you shift your mindset from self-interest to service, you naturally build confidence. By focusing on how your actions can benefit others, you take the pressure off yourself and allow your confidence to grow from a place of purpose. Knowing that you have something valuable to offer the world builds a deep sense of self-worth and confidence that is not based on external success, but on the impact you have on those around you. Another Stoic practice that strengthens confidence is detachment from external validation. Stoicism teaches that seeking approval from others is a slippery slope that often leads to self-doubt and insecurity. True confidence comes from within, from knowing that your worth is not dependent on the opinions or judgments of others. By detaching from the need for external validation, you free yourself to act with integrity and authenticity, regardless of how others may perceive you. This inner freedom strengthens your confidence, as you no longer rely on others to define your self-worth. A key Stoic principle for building confidence is the understanding that challenges are inevitable, and how you respond to them defines your strength. Confidence doesn't come from avoiding difficulty, but from knowing that you have the ability to face it. Stoicism teaches that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, and by embracing challenges rather than avoiding them, you build the confidence that you can handle whatever comes your way. This mindset shift transforms obstacles into stepping stones, each one reinforcing your belief in your resilience. Stoicism also encourages you to build confidence by taking responsibility for your actions and decisions. Confidence grows when you own your choices, even when they don't lead to the desired outcome. By taking responsibility for both your successes and your failures, you build a sense of self-reliance and accountability. This ownership of your life strengthens your confidence because you know that you have the power to shape your own path, regardless of external circumstances. Another Stoic technique for building confidence is practicing silence and observation. Often, people feel the need to assert themselves verbally to demonstrate confidence. But Stoicism teaches that true confidence is not about speaking louder or more often. It's about listening, observing, and choosing your words and actions carefully. By practicing silence and observation, you build confidence in your ability to understand situations deeply before acting. This thoughtful approach to life strengthens your self-assurance because you trust in your ability to act wisely and with purpose. Stoicism also teaches that confidence comes from accepting your limitations. Confidence is not about believing you can do everything, but about understanding your strengths and working within your limits. By acknowledging where you need help or where you need to grow, you build a more realistic and grounded sense of self-confidence. This acceptance of your limitations allows you to focus on what you can control and improve, without feeling overwhelmed by unrealistic expectations. A powerful Stoic practice for building confidence is the concept of premeditation, or mentally preparing yourself for challenges before they arise. By visualizing potential obstacles and rehearsing how you will handle them, you build confidence in your ability to navigate difficult situations. This mental preparation reduces anxiety and strengthens your belief in your own resilience. By anticipating challenges and planning your responses, you face the future with greater confidence and clarity. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of consistency in building confidence. Confidence is not built overnight. It is the result of consistent effort and discipline. Each time you take a step toward your goals, no matter how small, you build momentum and confidence. Stoicism teaches that by consistently practicing your values, skills, and commitments, you create a foundation of trust in yourself. This consistency reinforces your belief that you are capable of achieving your goals, no matter how long it takes. Another key Stoic principle for developing confidence is the practice of detachment from comparisons. Confidence often erodes when you compare yourself to others, focusing on their achievements rather than your own progress. Stoicism teaches that each person's journey is unique, and comparing yourself to others is both unproductive and damaging to your self-esteem. By focusing on your own growth and staying true to your path, you build confidence in your own abilities, free from the pressure of measuring up to others. Stoicism also encourages you to build confidence by cultivating a mindset of abundance. Often, people lose confidence because they feel there is not enough, whether it's opportunities, success, or recognition. Stoicism teaches that there is plenty to go around and that your worth is not diminished by someone else's success. By adopting an abundance mindset, you build confidence in your ability to succeed without feeling threatened by others. This mindset fosters a sense of inner security and self-assurance, allowing you to move through life with greater confidence. A critical Stoic practice for building confidence is the cultivation of courage. Confidence and courage are closely linked, as it takes courage to face your fears, take risks, and step into the unknown. Stoicism teaches that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. Each time you act with courage, even in small ways, you build confidence in your ability to handle challenges. This courageous approach to life strengthens your belief in yourself and your capacity to overcome obstacles. Another powerful Stoic tool for building confidence is embracing uncertainty. Confidence doesn't come from knowing exactly how everything will unfold. It comes from trusting that you can handle whatever happens. Stoicism teaches that life is full of uncertainty, but by embracing it rather than fearing it, you build confidence in your ability to adapt and thrive. This acceptance of uncertainty reduces the anxiety that often undermines confidence and allows you to face the future with greater assurance. Stoicism also encourages you to build confidence by practicing honesty, both with yourself and with others. Confidence grows when you live authentically, without hiding behind facades or trying to be someone you're not. By practicing honesty, you build a sense of self-trust and integrity that strengthens your confidence. Knowing that you are living in alignment with your true self, without pretending or performing for others, fosters a deep sense of inner security and self-worth. A key Stoic practice for building confidence is focusing on progress rather than perfection. Confidence often falters when you expect yourself to be perfect, but Stoicism teaches that perfection is an unrealistic and unnecessary goal. By focusing on continuous improvement and celebrating your progress, no matter how small, you build confidence in your ability to grow and succeed. This shift from perfection to progress allows you to embrace your imperfections and still feel confident in your journey. Finally, Stoicism teaches that confidence is a practice, not a destination. It's something you build over time through consistent effort, reflection, and courage. By applying Stoic principles, focusing on what you can control, embracing challenges, practicing discipline, and staying true to your values, you build a confidence that is unbreakable because it is rooted in your character and actions, not in external validation or fleeting success. This confidence becomes the foundation for a life of purpose, strength, and fulfillment. As you've explored the power of building unbreakable confidence through Stoic practices, you have come to understand that true strength comes from within. Confidence is essential for navigating life's challenges, but equally important is how you manage the time you have each day. Time is one of the few resources that, once spent, can never be reclaimed. The Stoics placed a great emphasis on time management, understanding that a life well lived is one where each moment is used wisely and with purpose. By applying Stoic principles to how you manage your time, you not only increase your productivity, but also find deeper meaning and focus in the tasks you undertake. The Stoic approach to time management begins with the realization that time is finite. Life is short, and Stoicism teaches that every moment is precious. When you recognize that your days are limited, it inspires a sense of urgency to make the most of the time you have. This awareness encourages you to prioritize the things that matter most, your goals, your values, and the people you care about, so that you don't waste your time on distractions or trivial pursuits. The Stoic mindset reminds you that time wasted is opportunity lost, and by being mindful of how you spend your time, you maximize both your productivity and your fulfillment. One of the most powerful Stoic tools for managing time is focusing on what is within your control. Much time is wasted worrying about things that are outside your influence, whether it's other people's opinions, uncontrollable events, or distant outcomes. Stoicism teaches that by concentrating on what you can control, your actions, your mindset, and your responses, you become more efficient and focused. This shift in focus allows you to spend your time on tasks that are meaningful and within your power to influence, rather than losing hours to worry or frustration over things you cannot change. Stoicism also encourages a strong sense of intentionality when it comes to time. Instead of drifting through your day on autopilot, Stoicism teaches that each moment should be approached with purpose. By being intentional about how you allocate your time, whether through planning, setting goals, or establishing routines, you create a structure that enhances your focus and productivity. This intentionality ensures that your time is spent on activities that align with your values and long-term objectives, rather than being consumed by distractions or aimless tasks. Another important aspect of Stoic time management is the practice of mindfulness. Stoicism teaches the value of being fully present in each moment, rather than letting your mind wander into the past or the future. By staying focused on the task at hand, you increase both the quality and efficiency of your work. This mindful approach not only improves your productivity, but also enhances your sense of fulfillment as you become more engaged and aware of the value in each activity. Mindfulness helps you avoid the trap of multitasking, which often scatters your attention and diminishes the effectiveness of your efforts. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of self-discipline in managing time. Productivity is not just about working harder, but about working smarter and staying committed to your priorities. Stoicism teaches that self-discipline is key to achieving your goals and making the most of your time. By developing the habit of following through on your commitments, whether it's completing a project, maintaining a daily routine, or sticking to a schedule, you build the resilience and focus needed to maximize your time. This discipline ensures that you are consistent in your efforts, even when motivation wanes or distractions arise. Another key Stoic principle for time management is the concept of moderation. Stoicism teaches that balance is essential in all things, including how you spend your time. Overworking leads to burnout, while too much leisure leads to stagnation. By practicing moderation, you create a balance between work, rest, and personal growth. This balanced approach ensures that you are productive without sacrificing your well-being. Moderation allows you to make steady progress toward your goals without feeling overwhelmed, helping you maintain a sustainable and fulfilling pace. Stoicism also teaches the value of prioritizing tasks based on their importance rather than their urgency. It's easy to get caught up in the demands of the moment, constantly responding to urgent but unimportant tasks. Stoicism encourages you to step back and assess what truly matters in the long run. By prioritizing tasks that align with your values and contribute to your long-term goals, you make better use of your time. This prioritization helps you avoid the trap of being busy but not productive, ensuring that your efforts are directed toward meaningful and impactful activities. Another powerful Stoic strategy for time management is the practice of reflection. At the end of each day, Stoicism encourages you to reflect on how you spent your time, what you accomplished, and what could have been done better. This practice of self-assessment helps you identify areas where you may be wasting time or where you could improve your efficiency. By regularly reflecting on your use of time, you gain insight into your habits and behaviors, allowing you to make adjustments that enhance your productivity and focus. Stoicism also teaches that time management is not just about productivity, but about living a meaningful life. The way you spend your time is a reflection of your values and priorities. By aligning your time with what truly matters to you, whether it's personal growth, relationships, or creative pursuits, you create a life that is rich in purpose and fulfillment. This alignment between your time and your values ensures that you are not simply filling your days with activity, but using your time to build a life that is meaningful and rewarding. Another important aspect of Stoic time management is learning to let go of perfectionism. Many people waste time by striving for perfection in every task, but Stoicism teaches that perfection is an unrealistic and unnecessary goal. By focusing on progress rather than perfection, you free yourself to move forward with your work, rather than being paralyzed by the fear of making mistakes. This mindset allows you to be more efficient with your time as you prioritize action and improvement over endless refinement. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of rest and recovery as part of effective time management. Productivity is not about constant activity, it's about working efficiently and taking the time to recharge. Stoicism teaches that rest is essential for maintaining long-term focus and energy. By incorporating regular periods of rest into your schedule, you prevent burnout and ensure that you can sustain your efforts over time. This balance between work and rest helps you make the most of your time without sacrificing your health or well-being. Another Stoic principle for managing time is the practice of detachment from outcomes. Much time is wasted worrying about whether your efforts will lead to success or failure. Stoicism teaches that while you should give your best effort, you should not become attached to the results. By focusing on the process rather than the outcome, you reduce the anxiety that often accompanies tasks and projects. This detachment allows you to work more efficiently as you are not distracted by fear or uncertainty about the future. Stoicism also teaches the importance of setting clear boundaries when managing time. In today's world, it's easy to become overwhelmed by constant demands on your attention, from work, social media, or personal obligations. Stoicism encourages you to set boundaries that protect your time and focus. By establishing clear limits on how and when you engage with external distractions, you create more space for deep, meaningful work. These boundaries help you stay focused on your priorities and prevent your time from being consumed by activities that don't align with your goals. Another key Stoic practice for time management is learning to say no. Often, people overcommit themselves, leading to stress, exhaustion, and a lack of focus on their most important tasks. Stoicism teaches that saying no is not a sign of weakness or failure. It's an act of wisdom and self-respect. By being selective about the commitments you take on, you ensure that your time is spent on activities that align with your values and goals. This practice of saying no helps you protect your time and energy, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Stoicism also encourages the practice of single-tasking rather than multitasking. While multitasking may seem like a way to get more done, it often leads to scattered attention and lower quality work. Stoicism teaches that by focusing on one task at a time, you increase both your efficiency and the quality of your work. This focused approach helps you make better use of your time as you complete tasks more effectively and with greater concentration. Another powerful Stoic principle for managing time is embracing the present moment. Much time is wasted dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Stoicism teaches that the present is the only time you truly have, and by fully engaging with the present moment, you make the most of your time. This focus on the present helps you avoid procrastination and reduces the mental clutter that often leads to inefficiency. By staying present, you increase your productivity and your ability to enjoy the work you are doing. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of setting realistic goals for your time. Overambitious goals can lead to frustration and burnout, while too modest goals may result in underachievement. Stoicism teaches that balance is key. Set goals that challenge you, but are attainable with effort and focus. By setting realistic goals for your time, you create a sense of progress and achievement rather than feeling overwhelmed or disappointed. This balance helps you maintain motivation and stay on track with your long-term objectives. Another Stoic technique for managing time is the practice of prioritizing deep work over shallow work. Deep work refers to tasks that require focus, creativity, and concentration, while shallow work includes routine tasks that are often less meaningful. Stoicism teaches that by dedicating time to deep work, you make the most of your intellectual and creative abilities. By prioritizing deep work, you ensure that your time is spent on activities that have a lasting impact, rather than being consumed by tasks that are easily forgotten or unimportant. Stoicism also encourages the practice of self-compassion when managing time. It's easy to become frustrated or disappointed when you feel you haven't been as productive as you'd like. But Stoicism teaches that self-compassion is essential for maintaining long-term motivation and focus. By being kind to yourself and recognizing that everyone has off days, you reduce the mental pressure that often accompanies time management. This self-compassion allows you to bounce back from setbacks more quickly and approach each new day with a renewed sense of purpose. Another important aspect of Stoic time management is learning to let go of the need to control everything. Often, people waste time trying to micromanage every aspect of their day, leading to stress and inefficiency. Stoicism teaches that while planning and effort are important, you cannot control every outcome or event. By accepting that some things are beyond your control, you free yourself to focus on what you can influence. This acceptance reduces the mental burden of time management and allows you to work more efficiently and calmly. Stoicism also teaches that time management is closely linked to personal accountability. Each day, you are responsible for how you spend your time, and Stoicism encourages you to take ownership of your choices. By holding yourself accountable for how you use your time, whether it's productive or wasted, you build a sense of self-responsibility that strengthens your time management skills. This accountability helps you stay focused and committed to your goals, knowing that the power to make the most of your time lies within you. Through Stoic time management practices, you learn not only how to maximize productivity, but also how to live with purpose and intention, ensuring that each day contributes meaningfully to the life you are building. By applying these principles consistently, you create a life that is not only productive, but deeply fulfilling. Having explored the principles of Stoic time management and how to make the most of each day, you now understand that productivity is not just about getting things done, but about living with intention and clarity. Yet, what happens when all your efforts lead to great success, or conversely, when despite all your hard work, failure occurs? Stoicism provides profound wisdom for handling both extremes, teaching you how to remain grounded in success and resilient in failure. Whether you are soaring on the wings of achievement or facing the disappointment of setbacks, Stoicism equips you with the mindset to navigate these experiences with humility, strength, and balance. Success, while often celebrated, can be a double-edged sword. It has the potential to inflate your ego, make you overly confident, and distract you from the values that brought you to that point. Stoicism teaches that true success is not just about external achievements, but about how you conduct yourself in the face of those achievements. The key is to remain humble, no matter how much you accomplish. Stoicism emphasizes that success is fleeting, and by grounding yourself in humility, you maintain a clear perspective on what truly matters, your character and how you treat others. Another important Stoic insight for handling success is the idea of impermanence. Success is not guaranteed to last, and Stoicism reminds you that the highs of life are just as temporary as the lows. By acknowledging the transient nature of success, you avoid becoming attached to it. This detachment allows you to appreciate success without letting it define you. You can celebrate your victories without becoming complacent or arrogant, knowing that life is always in flux, and what matters most is how you respond to the changing tides. Stoicism also encourages gratitude in the face of success. Rather than seeing your achievements as solely the result of your efforts, Stoicism teaches you to recognize the role of external factors, such as the support of others, good fortune and timing, in your success. By practicing gratitude, you remain humble and grounded, avoiding the trap of thinking that you are solely responsible for your achievements. This gratitude fosters a deeper appreciation for the journey, rather than just the destination. On the other hand, failure can feel like a heavy burden, often leading to self-doubt, frustration, and discouragement. Stoicism teaches that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a natural part of the human experience. Everyone encounters setbacks, and they are opportunities for growth and learning. By approaching failure with resilience, you transform it from a source of pain into a stepping stone for future success. Stoicism reminds you that it's not the failure itself that defines you, but how you respond to it. Resilience in the face of failure begins with accepting what you cannot change. Stoicism teaches that you have control over your actions, but not over the outcomes. If you have done your best, then failure is simply a result of factors beyond your control. This perspective helps you let go of the emotional weight of failure and focus on what you can learn from the experience. By accepting failure as a part of life, you reduce its power over you and build the strength to move forward with renewed purpose. Another Stoic principle for handling failure is to detach your self-worth from your achievements. Stoicism teaches that your value as a person is not determined by success or failure, but by your character and integrity. When you view failure as a temporary setback rather than a reflection of your abilities, you build a resilient mindset. This detachment allows you to face failure with confidence, knowing that it does not define you or diminish your worth. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of perseverance in the face of failure. Failure is not the end of the road, it's a part of the journey. By persevering through setbacks, you build mental and emotional toughness, which prepares you for future challenges. Stoicism teaches that resilience is developed through experience, and each time you rise from failure, you become stronger and more capable. This perseverance creates a mindset of endurance, allowing you to keep moving forward even when the path is difficult. Success and failure both have the potential to shape your mindset, but Stoicism teaches that your mindset should remain steady regardless of external circumstances. By maintaining a sense of equanimity, you can handle both success and failure with grace. Equanimity is the ability to stay calm and balanced in the face of life's ups and downs. Stoicism encourages you to cultivate this inner balance, so that whether you are experiencing great success or facing failure, you remain grounded in your values and principles. Another powerful Stoic tool for handling both success and failure is the practice of self-reflection. Stoicism teaches that self-reflection is essential for personal growth, as it allows you to assess your actions, decisions, and outcomes. When you experience success, self-reflection helps you stay humble by reminding you of the effort and support that contributed to your achievements. When you experience failure, self-reflection helps you learn from your mistakes and make adjustments for the future. This practice of reflection keeps you focused on continuous improvement rather than getting lost in either success or failure. Stoicism also encourages you to focus on the process rather than the outcome. Both success and failure are external results, but what truly matters is the effort and intention behind your actions. By focusing on the process, you free yourself from the emotional highs and lows that often accompany success and failure. This mindset allows you to take pride in your efforts, regardless of the outcome, and to approach each new challenge with a sense of purpose and determination. Another Stoic principle for handling success and failure is recognizing that both are opportunities for growth. Success can teach you valuable lessons about what works and how to build on your achievements, while failure provides insight into what needs to be improved. Stoicism teaches that every experience, whether positive or negative, is an opportunity for learning and development. By viewing both success and failure through the lens of growth, you stay focused on your long-term progress rather than being defined by any single outcome. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of maintaining perspective in the face of both success and failure. Success can feel exhilarating, while failure can feel devastating, but Stoicism teaches that neither should be blown out of proportion. By keeping a balanced perspective, you avoid becoming overly attached to success or overly discouraged by failure. This perspective helps you stay grounded and focused on what truly matters: your character, your actions, and your journey of growth. Another key Stoic insight for handling success and failure is the practice of detachment from praise and criticism. Both success and failure often come with external judgments, whether it's praise for your achievements or criticism for your setbacks. Stoicism teaches that these external judgments are beyond your control and should not influence your self-worth. By detaching from the need for approval or validation from others, you maintain a sense of inner confidence and stability, regardless of whether you are experiencing success or failure. Stoicism also encourages you to embrace the idea of imperfection. Both success and failure are part of the imperfect nature of life, and Stoicism teaches that perfection is an unrealistic and unattainable goal. By accepting imperfection in yourself and in the outcomes of your efforts, you reduce the pressure to always succeed and the fear of failure. This acceptance allows you to approach life with greater freedom, knowing that both success and failure are part of the human experience. Another important Stoic principle for handling success and failure is practicing gratitude. Gratitude helps you maintain a balanced perspective, whether you are celebrating a victory or recovering from a setback. When you succeed, gratitude reminds you to acknowledge the people and circumstances that contributed to your success, helping you stay humble. When you fail, gratitude helps you focus on the lessons learned and the support you received, preventing you from becoming discouraged. This practice of gratitude fosters resilience and humility, allowing you to navigate both success and failure with grace. Stoicism also teaches the importance of patience in handling success and failure. Success often takes time, and failure is a natural part of the journey toward achieving your goals. Stoicism encourages you to be patient with yourself and with the process, recognizing that both success and failure are stepping stones along the path. This patience helps you stay committed to your long-term vision, even when the immediate results are not what you hoped for. By practicing patience, you build the endurance needed to handle both the highs and lows of life. Another Stoic principle for handling success and failure is the understanding that external achievements are not the ultimate measure of a fulfilling life. Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment comes from living in accordance with your values and principles rather than from external success or failure. By focusing on your inner character and the quality of your actions, you create a sense of fulfillment that is independent of external outcomes. This inner fulfillment allows you to remain steady and content, regardless of whether you are experiencing success or failure. Stoicism also encourages you to approach both success and failure with a sense of curiosity. Rather than viewing success as the end of the road or failure as a defeat, Stoicism teaches that both are opportunities for exploration and growth. By approaching each experience with curiosity, you open yourself to new possibilities and insights. This mindset of curiosity helps you stay engaged with life, always seeking to learn and improve, no matter what the outcome. Another powerful Stoic tool for handling success and failure is the practice of emotional detachment. Success can lead to elation, and failure can lead to disappointment. But Stoicism teaches that by detaching from the emotional extremes of both, you maintain a sense of inner calm. This emotional detachment doesn't mean being indifferent. Rather, it means maintaining control over your emotions so that you are not swayed by the highs of success or the lows of failure. This emotional balance allows you to navigate both experiences with a clear mind and steady heart. Stoicism also teaches the value of self-compassion in handling success and failure. It's easy to be hard on yourself when you fail or to take success for granted. Stoicism encourages you to treat yourself with kindness, recognizing that both success and failure are part of the journey. By practicing self-compassion, you build resilience in the face of failure and humility in the face of success. This self-compassion helps you stay balanced and focused on growth, rather than getting lost in the extremes of either success or failure. Another key Stoic insight for handling success and failure is the practice of setting realistic expectations. Often, failure is the result of setting expectations that are too high or unrealistic. Stoicism teaches that by setting achievable goals and managing your expectations, you reduce the likelihood of disappointment and increase the chances of success. This realistic approach helps you stay grounded in both success and failure, recognizing that progress is often incremental and that setbacks are a natural part of the process. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of community in handling success and failure. Both experiences can feel isolating. Success may create distance from others, while failure can lead to feelings of shame or inadequacy. Stoicism teaches that staying connected to others, seeking support, and sharing your experiences helps you maintain perspective and balance. Whether you are celebrating success or recovering from failure, having a strong sense of community helps you stay grounded and resilient. Finally, Stoicism teaches that both success and failure are opportunities to practice virtue. Success offers the chance to practice humility and gratitude, while failure provides the opportunity to practice resilience and perseverance. By approaching both experiences as opportunities for personal growth, you stay focused on what truly matters, your character and your commitment to living a life of virtue. This Stoic mindset helps you navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life with grace, strength, and wisdom. As you've navigated through the Stoic wisdom of handling success and failure, it's clear that these principles not only shape your personal journey, but also profoundly influence your interactions with others. Relationships, whether personal or professional, are one of the most significant parts of life, and Stoicism provides a unique approach to fostering deeper, more meaningful connections. By applying Stoic principles, you can cultivate relationships that are built on mutual respect, understanding, and emotional balance. These foundations not only improve the quality of your interactions, but also provide a sense of peace and harmony in your social life. At the heart of the Stoic mindset for improving relationships is the understanding that you cannot control other people's actions or thoughts, only your own. This key Stoic principle frees you from the frustration that often arises from trying to change others. Instead of focusing on what others do or say, Stoicism teaches you to focus on your own behavior, your reactions, your words, and your ability to remain calm and centered. This shift in focus reduces conflict and helps you maintain a sense of inner peace, regardless of how others behave. Another powerful Stoic tool for improving relationships is the practice of empathy. Stoicism encourages you to put yourself in the other person's shoes, to see the world from their perspective, and to understand their struggles and emotions. This practice of empathy not only deepens your connection with others, but also helps you respond with kindness and patience, even in difficult situations. By fostering empathy, you create a foundation of understanding that strengthens your relationships and reduces unnecessary conflict. Stoicism also teaches the value of listening. In many relationships, communication breaks down because people are more focused on what they want to say rather than truly hearing the other person. Stoicism encourages active listening, where you give your full attention to the speaker without interrupting or thinking about your response. This form of mindful listening shows respect and helps build trust, as the other person feels heard and valued. By practicing the art of listening, you create a space for open, honest communication that strengthens your relationships. Another important aspect of the Stoic approach to relationships is the practice of emotional detachment. This doesn't mean being cold or distant, but rather maintaining control over your emotions so that they don't cloud your judgment or lead to reactive behavior. Stoicism teaches that by remaining calm and composed, even in the face of emotional challenges, you can respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. This emotional balance helps you navigate difficult conversations or conflicts with greater ease, reducing the likelihood of escalation and fostering more productive outcomes. Stoicism also encourages you to let go of unrealistic expectations in relationships. Many conflicts arise when people expect others to behave in a certain way or fulfill certain needs. Stoicism teaches that these expectations often lead to disappointment and frustration because they are based on things outside your control. By letting go of expectations and accepting people as they are, you create space for more authentic and harmonious relationships. This acceptance doesn't mean tolerating harmful behavior, but it does mean approaching others with understanding and compassion rather than rigid demands. Another powerful Stoic practice for improving relationships is forgiveness. Holding on to grudges or resentment only harms your peace of mind and strains your connections with others. Stoicism teaches that forgiveness is a way to free yourself from the emotional burden of anger or hurt. By choosing to forgive, you let go of past grievances and create the opportunity for healing and growth in your relationships. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or condoning harmful behavior, but it does mean releasing the emotional weight that comes with holding on to negative feelings. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of honesty in relationships. True connections are built on trust, and trust is fostered through open, honest communication. Stoicism teaches that honesty is not only about being truthful with others, but also with yourself. By practicing honesty, you build relationships that are rooted in authenticity and respect. This honesty strengthens your connections, as others come to know that they can rely on your words and actions. Honesty also reduces misunderstandings and conflict, as clear communication leads to mutual understanding. Another key Stoic principle for improving relationships is the practice of humility. Stoicism teaches that no one is perfect, and by acknowledging your own flaws and mistakes, you create space for growth and connection. Humility allows you to approach relationships with openness, willing to learn from others and admit when you are wrong. This humility fosters deeper connections, as it shows that you are not trying to dominate or control the relationship, but are instead committed to mutual growth and understanding. Stoicism also encourages you to practice kindness in your relationships. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, create a positive atmosphere that strengthens your connections with others. Stoicism teaches that kindness is not about expecting anything in return, but about fostering goodwill and harmony. By consistently practicing kindness, you build a foundation of trust and respect in your relationships. This kindness also helps to soften conflicts and create a more supportive environment where both parties feel valued. Another Stoic practice that enhances relationships is setting healthy boundaries. Stoicism teaches that it's important to protect your peace and well-being, and this sometimes means setting limits on what you will accept in a relationship. Healthy boundaries are not about shutting others out, but about ensuring that your needs are respected and that the relationship is mutually beneficial. By setting clear boundaries, you create a sense of balance and respect in your relationships, preventing feelings of resentment or overwhelm. Stoicism also teaches the importance of gratitude in relationships. Often, people take their relationships for granted, focusing more on what's lacking rather than appreciating what's good. Stoicism encourages you to regularly reflect on the positive aspects of your relationships and express gratitude for the people in your life. This practice of gratitude deepens your connection with others and fosters a sense of appreciation that strengthens your bonds. Gratitude helps you shift your focus from what's missing to what's already there, creating a more fulfilling and harmonious relationship. Another powerful Stoic principle for improving relationships is learning to accept criticism gracefully. Criticism, whether constructive or not, can be difficult to hear, but Stoicism teaches that it's an opportunity for growth. By accepting criticism with humility and openness, you show that you are willing to improve and grow within your relationships. This acceptance of criticism fosters a sense of trust, as others see that you are not defensive or closed off, but are instead committed to being the best version of yourself. It also reduces conflict, as you respond to feedback with grace rather than resistance. Stoicism also teaches that relationships are not about control or ownership, but about partnership. Many conflicts arise in relationships when one person tries to control or manipulate the other. Stoicism teaches that each person in a relationship is an individual with their own thoughts, feelings, and desires. By respecting the autonomy of others and approaching relationships as partnerships rather than power struggles, you create a more balanced and harmonious connection. This respect for individuality fosters mutual growth and strengthens the bond between you and others. Another key Stoic practice for improving relationships is the cultivation of patience. Relationships take time to grow and develop, and Stoicism teaches that patience is essential for building strong, meaningful connections. Whether it's waiting for the other person to open up, working through challenges, or simply allowing time for growth, patience helps you navigate the natural ups and downs of relationships without becoming frustrated or discouraged. This patience fosters a sense of calm and stability in your relationships, allowing them to flourish over time. Stoicism also encourages you to let go of the need to be right in your relationships. Many conflicts arise from the desire to prove a point or win an argument, but Stoicism teaches that being right is often less important than maintaining harmony. By letting go of the need to always be right, you create space for more open and compassionate communication. This doesn't mean sacrificing your principles, but it does mean prioritizing the relationship over the need to win. This mindset fosters more peaceful and respectful interactions, reducing unnecessary conflict. Another important Stoic principle for improving relationships is the practice of acceptance. People are imperfect, and relationships will inevitably have challenges. Stoicism teaches that by accepting others as they are, rather than trying to change them, you create a more harmonious and peaceful connection. This acceptance doesn't mean tolerating harmful behavior, but it does mean recognizing that everyone has flaws, and that true connection comes from embracing each other's humanity. This practice of acceptance reduces frustration and fosters a deeper sense of understanding and compassion in your relationships. Stoicism also teaches that relationships are an opportunity for personal growth. Each interaction you have with others is a chance to practice Stoic virtues such as patience, kindness, humility, and forgiveness. By approaching your relationships as opportunities for growth, you transform even challenging interactions into moments of learning and development. This mindset helps you stay committed to improving yourself and your relationships, knowing that every experience is a step toward becoming a better person and building stronger connections. Another powerful Stoic tool for improving relationships is the practice of emotional regulation. Stoicism teaches that you have the power to control your emotions, even in difficult situations. By remaining calm and composed, especially in the face of conflict, you reduce the likelihood of saying or doing something that could harm the relationship. This emotional regulation fosters more productive and respectful interactions, as both parties feel heard and valued without being overwhelmed by emotional reactions. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of being present in your relationships. Often, people become distracted by their thoughts, worries, or external pressures, which can create distance in relationships. Stoicism teaches that by being fully present with the people in your life, whether it's through active listening, meaningful conversation, or simply spending quality time together, you strengthen your connection and build trust. This presence shows others that you value them and are invested in the relationship, fostering deeper and more meaningful connections. Another important Stoic principle for improving relationships is the practice of letting go of the past. Many relationships are weighed down by past grievances or unresolved conflicts, but Stoicism teaches that holding on to the past only creates suffering in the present. By choosing to let go of past hurts and focus on the present moment, you create space for healing and growth in your relationships. This practice of letting go fosters forgiveness and helps you build stronger, more positive connections with the people in your life. Stoicism also teaches that relationships are a reflection of your own inner state. If you approach relationships with peace, kindness, and patience, you are more likely to create harmonious and fulfilling connections. By cultivating a Stoic mindset of calm and balance within yourself, you naturally bring those qualities into your relationships. This inner peace creates a ripple effect, fostering more peaceful and respectful interactions with others. The quality of your relationships is often a mirror of your own inner state, and by working on yourself, you improve the quality of your connections with others. Another powerful Stoic tool for improving relationships is the practice of setting realistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations often lead to disappointment and frustration in relationships. Stoicism teaches that by setting realistic and fair expectations for yourself and others, you reduce the likelihood of conflict and misunderstandings. This practice of realistic expectations helps you approach relationships with a sense of acceptance and patience, knowing that perfection is not the goal, but mutual growth and understanding are. Stoicism also encourages you to focus on the present in your relationships. Worrying about the future or dwelling on the past can create anxiety and tension in relationships. Stoicism teaches that by focusing on the present moment, whether it's enjoying a conversation, spending time together, or simply being there for someone, you create a deeper connection and reduce the mental clutter that can create distance. This focus on the present helps you build more meaningful and fulfilling relationships. Finally, Stoicism teaches that relationships are an opportunity to practice love and compassion. At its core, Stoicism is about living a life of virtue, and one of the highest virtues is love. Love for humanity, love for others, and love for yourself. By approaching your relationships with a spirit of love and compassion, you build deeper, more meaningful connections. This love is not about attachment or possession, but about truly caring for the well-being of others. By practicing Stoic love and compassion, you create relationships that are built on mutual respect, understanding, and kindness. Having explored how Stoicism enhances relationships by fostering understanding, patience, and emotional balance, you now turn toward an even deeper question: what drives your life forward? While meaningful relationships add depth to your existence, living with a clear sense of purpose and direction is the compass that guides you through all of life's endeavors. Without purpose, even the best relationships and successes can feel empty. Stoicism offers a roadmap to living a life anchored in purpose, helping you align your daily actions with a deeper mission that drives long-term success. Purpose isn't about fleeting desires or external validation. It's about knowing why you're here and staying true to that. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is the idea that everyone has an inner calling, a role to play in the larger world. This purpose is not necessarily something grand or externally praised, but it is deeply personal and meaningful. Stoicism teaches you to look inward, to assess your values, and to determine what you are truly passionate about. By doing so, you find a sense of direction that informs all your decisions. This clarity allows you to live intentionally, where every action has meaning because it aligns with your purpose. Purpose then becomes your guide. Whether through success or adversity, you know what you are working toward. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of discipline in pursuing your purpose. It's not enough to know what you want. You must have the discipline to pursue it consistently. Discipline is the backbone of long-term success. Stoicism teaches that discipline comes from focusing on what you can control and letting go of distractions that pull you away from your purpose. By practicing self-discipline, you stay committed to your path, even when the road gets tough or when others try to sway you from your goals. One powerful Stoic tool for living with purpose is the practice of setting clear intentions. Stoicism encourages you to start each day by reflecting on your purpose and setting intentions that align with it. These intentions help you stay focused and prevent you from drifting into unproductive activities. By setting intentions, you create a mental roadmap for the day, ensuring that your time is spent meaningfully and that your actions are in service of your larger goals. This practice of intention setting provides direction and helps you make the most of each day. Stoicism also teaches that purpose is not just about personal success, but about contributing to the greater good. A life lived with purpose is one that considers how your actions impact others and the world around you. Stoicism encourages you to align your personal goals with a broader sense of service and contribution. By doing so, you create a deeper sense of fulfillment, knowing that your success is not just for yourself, but for the benefit of others. This alignment with a higher purpose gives your life meaning beyond material achievements. Another key Stoic principle for living with purpose is the practice of reflection. Stoicism teaches that regularly reflecting on your actions, decisions, and goals helps you stay aligned with your purpose. By taking time to assess where you are and where you want to go, you ensure that you are not just moving for the sake of movement, but are progressing in the right direction. This practice of reflection helps you avoid getting lost in the busyness of life and keeps you grounded in your purpose, allowing you to make adjustments when necessary. Stoicism also encourages the practice of patience when pursuing your purpose. Living with purpose is not about instant gratification or quick wins. Stoicism teaches that true success takes time and requires patience. By being patient with yourself and your progress, you reduce the anxiety and frustration that often accompany long-term goals. This patience allows you to stay focused on your purpose without getting discouraged by setbacks or slow progress. It also helps you appreciate the journey, recognizing that every step, no matter how small, is part of a larger process. Another Stoic insight for living with purpose is the importance of resilience. Pursuing a meaningful life will inevitably come with challenges, obstacles, and failures. Stoicism teaches that resilience is key to staying on course. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about facing them head-on with courage and determination. By developing resilience, you build the mental and emotional strength needed to overcome setbacks and keep moving toward your purpose. This resilience ensures that no matter what happens, you remain committed to your path and to the larger vision you hold for your life. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of clarity in living with purpose. It's easy to get lost in the noise of everyday life, where distractions, doubts, and conflicting desires pull you in different directions. Stoicism teaches that by seeking clarity, both in your goals and in your values, you create a strong foundation for purposeful living. This clarity allows you to cut through the distractions and focus on what truly matters. With clarity, you know what you are working toward and why, and this knowledge guides your decisions, actions, and mindset. Another key Stoic practice for living with purpose is the cultivation of gratitude. Stoicism teaches that by being grateful for what you have and for the opportunities available to you, you create a mindset of abundance and possibility. Gratitude shifts your focus away from what's missing or lacking and helps you see the resources, skills, and relationships that support your purpose. This practice of gratitude keeps you motivated and reminds you that, even in challenging times, you have what you need to keep moving forward. Stoicism also encourages the practice of letting go of perfectionism when pursuing your purpose. Often, people get stuck in the pursuit of perfection, fearing that if they make a mistake or don't achieve a flawless outcome, they have failed. Stoicism teaches that perfection is an illusion and that progress, not perfection, is the goal. By letting go of the need for everything to be perfect, you free yourself to take action, learn from your experiences, and keep growing. This mindset allows you to stay focused on your purpose without being paralyzed by the fear of making mistakes. Another powerful Stoic principle for living with purpose is the understanding that your purpose may evolve over time. Stoicism teaches that life is constantly changing, and as you grow and learn, your sense of purpose may shift. This is not a sign of failure, but of growth. By remaining open to new experiences and insights, you allow your purpose to deepen and expand. This flexibility ensures that your purpose remains relevant and meaningful as you move through different stages of life, allowing you to continue pursuing success in alignment with who you are becoming. Stoicism also teaches the value of humility in living with purpose. It's easy to become overly focused on your own goals and forget that you are part of a larger whole. Stoicism encourages you to approach your purpose with humility, recognizing that your success is not achieved in isolation, but through the support of others and the opportunities provided by the world around you. This humility keeps you grounded and prevents your purpose from becoming self-centered or egotistical. By practicing humility, you create a sense of balance and harmony between your personal goals and your role in the larger world. Another Stoic practice for living with purpose is the cultivation of focus. In a world filled with distractions, staying focused on your purpose can be challenging. Stoicism teaches that by developing the ability to concentrate on what truly matters, you can avoid being pulled off course by unimportant tasks or fleeting desires. This focus allows you to channel your energy into meaningful work, ensuring that your time and efforts are aligned with your purpose. By cultivating focus, you increase your productivity and make steady progress toward your long-term goals. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of self-mastery in living with purpose. Success is not just about achieving external goals. It's about mastering your own mind and emotions. Stoicism teaches that self-mastery is essential for living a life of purpose because it allows you to stay disciplined, focused, and resilient in the face of challenges. By practicing self-control and emotional regulation, you prevent distractions, doubts, and negative emotions from derailing your progress. This self-mastery ensures that you remain in control of your actions and decisions, allowing you to stay aligned with your purpose. Another key Stoic principle for living with purpose is the practice of detachment from outcomes. Often, people become so focused on achieving a specific result that they lose sight of the process and the growth that comes with it. Stoicism teaches that while it's important to have goals, you should not become attached to the outcomes. Instead, focus on the effort, the discipline, and the lessons learned along the way. This detachment from outcomes reduces the anxiety and pressure that often accompany the pursuit of success, allowing you to enjoy the journey and remain committed to your purpose, regardless of the results. Stoicism also encourages you to cultivate a mindset of continuous learning when living with purpose. Success is not a destination, but a journey of growth and discovery. Stoicism teaches that by remaining open to learning, whether through experience, study, or reflection, you keep expanding your understanding of your purpose and the world around you. This mindset of continuous learning helps you stay adaptable and resilient, as you are always seeking to improve and evolve. It also ensures that your purpose remains dynamic and alive, fueled by new insights and perspectives. Another important Stoic practice for living with purpose is the recognition that obstacles are part of the path. Stoicism teaches that challenges and setbacks are not distractions from your purpose, but integral to it. Each obstacle provides an opportunity to grow, learn, and strengthen your resolve. By embracing obstacles as part of the journey, you reduce the frustration and disappointment that often accompany challenges. This mindset allows you to remain focused and motivated, knowing that every difficulty you face is a stepping stone toward achieving your purpose. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of aligning your purpose with your values. Success without values is hollow, and Stoicism teaches that living with integrity is essential for true fulfillment. By ensuring that your purpose is aligned with your core values, whether it's honesty, kindness, service, or justice, you create a life that is not only successful, but also meaningful. This alignment between purpose and values gives your actions depth and significance, allowing you to pursue success in a way that feels authentic and true to who you are. Another powerful Stoic insight for living with purpose is the practice of self-compassion. Pursuing a meaningful life is not always easy, and there will be times when you fall short or make mistakes. Stoicism teaches that self-compassion is essential for staying committed to your purpose. By treating yourself with kindness and understanding, you create the emotional resilience needed to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. This self-compassion helps you stay motivated and focused, even when the journey is difficult or progress is slow. Stoicism also encourages you to focus on what you can give, rather than what you can get, when living with purpose. Success is often measured by external achievements, money, status, or recognition, but Stoicism teaches that true success is found in how you contribute to the lives of others. By focusing on how your purpose can benefit others, you create a deeper sense of fulfillment and meaning. This mindset of service helps you stay connected to the larger world and ensures that your success is not only personal, but also impactful. Another key Stoic principle for living with purpose is the practice of mindfulness. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of future goals and forget to appreciate the present moment. Stoicism teaches that by staying mindful and present, you create a sense of balance between your long-term vision and your day-to-day actions. This mindfulness helps you stay grounded and focused, ensuring that each step you take is meaningful and aligned with your purpose. By practicing mindfulness, you also reduce stress and anxiety, as you are not constantly worrying about the future, but are fully engaged in the present. Stoicism also teaches the value of perseverance in living with purpose. Success is rarely achieved overnight, and the path to living a meaningful life is often long and challenging. Stoicism encourages you to stay committed to your purpose, even when progress is slow or obstacles arise. This perseverance ensures that you keep moving forward, no matter how difficult the journey may be. By cultivating perseverance, you build the mental and emotional strength needed to stay on course, knowing that every effort brings you closer to your long-term goals. Another important Stoic practice for living with purpose is the recognition that success is not always linear. There will be times when progress seems to stall or when setbacks occur. Stoicism teaches that this is a natural part of the journey and that success is often found in the small, incremental steps rather than in dramatic leaps forward. By embracing the non-linear nature of success, you reduce the frustration that comes with slow progress and stay focused on the larger vision. This mindset allows you to remain patient and persistent, knowing that every step, no matter how small, contributes to your long-term success. Finally, Stoicism teaches that living with purpose is about staying true to yourself. In a world that often pressures you to conform to others' expectations or pursue superficial goals, Stoicism encourages you to remain authentic and true to your own path. By living in alignment with your values, your passions, and your purpose, you create a life that is not only successful, but also deeply fulfilling. This authenticity ensures that your success is meaningful and that every step you take brings you closer to the life you truly want to live. As you've journeyed through the complete guide to building a Stoic mindset for a successful life, you've gained powerful insights on how Stoicism can shape your thoughts, actions, and ultimately your destiny. From mastering your emotions and building unbreakable confidence to living with purpose and direction, Stoicism offers timeless wisdom that can elevate your life. But remember, Stoicism is not just a philosophy to read about, it's a way of life to practice daily. The success you seek is not in the distant future, it's in the consistent application of these principles every day. Now, it's your turn to act. Share your thoughts in the comments. What Stoic principle resonates most with you, and how will you apply it to your life starting today? Let's keep the conversation going and inspire one another on this journey. And if you're ready to continue exploring life-changing content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Stay connected, and let's keep growing together. Your Stoic mindset for success starts now.